How was the Friday stream? It was really fun. We'll definitely do it again. I love that game, and you guys seem to have at least a decent amount of questions, and a lot of people were like, this game was kind of fun, so we'll definitely do it again at some point. Maybe at the end of the stream if Rocket League isn't going super well. Who knows? But it was fun. How you doing, Mystery? Hi, TB. Hello, Razor Grazer. Bonjour. Whoa. Yeah, I was doing socials work for some Rocket League for collegiate, so now I'm done with that, and I'm on to the next era. By next era, I mean the next thing of my day. Because, you know, watching high-level Rocket League, it inspires you, makes you play better. I don't know about you guys, I always feel like I play the game way better after I'm done watching RLCS. How's work going? Could be better in the sense that I could be myself doing better, but I think that's also just how it is. So far I'm checking in with like people who work with me, and they don't think what I'm doing is out of normal or what's happening is out of normal, so I just know that it's been slow because I'm still a beginner and I'm doing a lot of stuff in a territory I'm still developing, so that's the tough part. So I'm doing like ground up work, which takes a lot longer to develop. So I got some meetings in the pipeline. I got some stuff coming forward. So hopefully that means that, hopefully that means I can start generating some sales and whatnot. But for the most part, it's a lot of cold calling, which is just hard. You're really good at Rocket League? Well, nah, we're okay, Razor. How's your school been going, Mystery? Oh. Oh, uni's pretty fun. Good. What degree are you going for? Did I ask you that? Oops. I got too far. Economics. All right. Good major. All reliable, as they call it in the business school. Just kidding. People don't like economics. Because you had to do analytics. How you doing? I'm doing all right. CRL results were interesting. I got to cast a little bit today. Kind of impromptu, but it was fun. Can you hit hold on. A flip reset musty flick? We can try. I don't really have a shot to, we'll go to free play. Let's see if we can set that up. I don't know if you bet this, but you're not queuing. Yeah, I know, I'm warming up. I literally just got on. I started stream like the moment I started up the game. Oh, that was really heavy for no reason. We don't practice our flip reset musties often. Just gotta remember the setup. It would help if we actually got the reset. Nah, gotta approach this with a bit more pace so we can keep our momentum. There you go. Close enough. That one is a little bit better. Not bad and bless you. Thank you. Yeah, that's not the best one. Let's try that again. Ooh, close one. Procrastinating sleep is so bad, but feels good. There's a Korean term for that, and I forget what it is. It's basically like, it's like something about like something revenge. It's like schedule revenge or something like that, where it's essentially the idea that you're like taking back all the time spent in your life on mandatory going to work and like keeping yourself alive thing. So then you kind of like vindicate yourself. Well, not vindicate, but you're like, I'm gonna seize back my freedom and stay up extra late to be able to actually live my life. Otherwise, I'm just going to, you know, I'm just going to bed and then going to work and then getting back from work and then going to bed and then going back to work, you know? So people purposely stay late. And I'm like, yeah, I resonate with that a lot. That's exactly what I think about sometimes. There are some nights where I feel like I work and then by the time I'm done with work, I get off, I make my dinner and I look at the clock, it's already like 9 and I have to go to bed in like 3 hours. And I'm just like, okay, well, I could stay up a little bit longer or I get really good sleep and then wake up tomorrow, blah, blah. So, a little tough. What's your rank? We're right now, I think we're just about GC3 in both Qs and 3s, but I actually don't know. We're probably still GC2. It's early season. We've been solo queuing a bit. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, we're 1672 and 16... Oh, 1606. Never mind, we're not even close to... Not logged in. Cool, love it that they glitched that. Until adult life. Yeah, definitely... University's cool because you should be spending your time efficiently, but sorry guys, I have to restart Rocket League because otherwise I won't be able to queue. But definitely use your free time effectively. I think it's very tempting in university to like just kind of live life how you want to in the beginning, but I think the one lesson you learn that is not on any class schedule or syllabus is time management. It is arguably the most important thing you learn in college. Is teaching yourself how to actually manage your time, using it effectively, and most importantly, not, you know, dicking around and last minute adjusting for stuff and making sure it all clicks together and whatnot, you know? Oh, my box mod is connecting right as this game comes in. Hopefully my game doesn't crash. Looks fine. Hello, Reeve. I just realized I was warming up and my controller is slightly misset. I didn't charge my Wii nunchucks, so. Can I greet this? I can. Forex drops is criminal? Buddy, I'm just big baller money like that. Jamsa, thank you for the raid. Guh, also thank you for the raid, and thank you to Twitch for not notifying anyone about the raid. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Dana Taco. If you guys watch Guh play in some Rocket League, you've normally heard my voice. I'm a CRL analyst, as you can see by my tag that I have. We're not as good as Guh, but we're typically GC3 or SSL at the end of the season. In 2s and 3s, so just trying to get back here. But I'm mostly a caster. If you guys watch only RLCS, you've never heard of me. If you watch everything outside of RLCS, you've probably heard a lot of me. So, welcome in, everybody. Should get that. I'm not gonna double that. Nope. Yes, J-Hog. Give him the hog. Oh. Hopefully Go had a wonderful stream. J-Hog, you wanna hit it across? We're just gonna take it right back. Not really sure why I hit that so heavy. That should actually be fine. Gonna get a soft touch because I don't think they're gonna handle it well, and they didn't. I'm just gonna trust I have time to do this. Oh my god, Jayhawks, you're stolen with your boost. I'm so sorry. I thought I had way more. It's fine. A shame. Hello, Jam. Hello, Chef Ballardy. Is that Ballardy? Click. Oh, Jayhog. There's literally no way you get that. Open. Jayhog, no! He didn't hog it. Sure. Sure. Is it Bollardy? I think it's... I don't know, I'm reading it wrong. Okay, it's boy with an I, like boy. Sorry, my bad. I read that and I was like, is it Bollardy? This is why sometimes the Twitch font needs to have capital I's that have little serif on it, you know? Little cross section. All right, you're fine, Jayhog. Nice. You gotta like the meme? Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, sick touch, by the way. Luckily, I'm fast. Jayhog, hog it? Yes, hog it. Hog it all day, my boy. Yeah, hopefully you're doing excellent. Same with you, Banana King. And not Ryder. What happened to Ryder, though? Well, actually, wait, was Gud just playing in Cash Cup? I guess I should ask how that went. Or, oh wait, no, he probably got off to play Cash Cup. Maybe he's focusing on that. I think it's 7 o'clock for day 3. But, no, never mind. I missed. Sports Day, day 2 exit, boo. I mean, those are pretty stacked. I gotta say, Royales is making some waves. He's been kind of dominating Cash Cup. He might be the top earner for Cash Cups in NA right now. Oh, I didn't expect him to get that. Haha, and yet. Oh, you got it. We'll rank you. This right now is like GC 2, I think. We're pretty low for what we normally are. I like Royales is nice and good. Dude, I was laughing so long ago. We were on Serial. Well, I was not Serial, but Bass was going through the closed qualifiers with the desk after the series, and he was like, "Oh, honestly, who do you think is going to win in these matchups?" Because we're looking at the bracket because it got released. And he goes, and everyone's like, yeah, we all said Fisher. And he goes, oh, well, I don't want to curse Fisher now. Royales, like, I mean, he's such a nice guy. I go to Twitter, Royales is commenting on Santos FC, the Brazilian team. And he's like full on swearing and getting super aggro, calling them like a shitty club in all caps and speaking of Brazilian Portuguese. And I'm like, dude, this is such a funny tweet to see right after we're on broadcast. And for like 10K people being like, no, he's such a nice dude. I mean, he's still a nice dude, but it was just really funny to see that tweet. That's just a diehard fan. I mean, that's like the least passionate Brazilian soccer fan you'll ever see. So, no, but he's solid. Really fun to play, and honestly, it should be really. Ew! Speaking of not fun to see, Samba. Oh God. Oh geez. Oh heck. Oh gosh, it's Samba Adverse and Luby. Can you name a more cancerous lobby of Texas talent? Disgusting, dude. This game needs a hero? Yeah, maybe. We're just gonna send that past the first guy, and then Adverse is going to catch that? No, okay. I was wondering if he's gonna try to catch that and then rebound it. Speaking of rebound, how's day going? Tron, my day is going splendidly. That team is my era of Serial. I'll just call them all unks. They are all unks. Enjoy your punishment, Taco. My punishment is remembering you guys exist. Sam's a cool dude. He's been on the Champ League podcast for CRL. Friend of the show. Yeah, despite how much we meme Samba, very good player. One of the best we've ever had in CRL. Not quite a Mount Rushmore type player, but I would say if there was a second class of Mount Rushmore nominees in CRL, he'd be up there, in my opinion. All right, let's get around here. Let's get not get demoed by adverse. And then we skim this? Nope, we do not. I was like not really sure how I wanted to check behind me. That's giveaway. That's fine. I think just a regular statue. Yeah, but I like the Mount Rushmore comparison of like most impactful original people, you know? Wait, what? Okay, I was last back, but they were rotating back. How'd this happen? Oh, he slowed down, that's why. I was about to say, I'm like, he definitely had enough time, I thought. He did not. I should have shouted that. Oh, well. Oh, that was a heavy-ass touch, holy. But also, this lobby is like I don't know about it anymore, but basically like a 2 rank A, rank X player and 2 rank A players, so very fair early season matchup with the 2 people on my team who I've never heard of. What type of YouTube content do you do? I do a lot of Rock Leg. I'm mostly a shorts and streaming merchant, to be honest, because I'm no longer a college student or a grad student. I'm rocking, and I used to do full-time esports and content, but lately the esports side has kind of died. I've had a lot less casting gigs come in, so we've been mostly focused on getting our sales job going. We've been rocking that job for about 5 months at this point. It's been going well. All right, you can take that. We love Dadverse. Dude, Dadverse is my favorite nickname in CRL. That was kind of filth. All right, well, this was never going to be close. And yeah. Retired rank A and X, yes. All right, we're not playing 3s until that lobby is out of there. I am not. I'm not solo queuing into that. That is not how it goes. What's a good way to practice on the walls? I mean, there's plenty of custom training practice. I would say if you're like a plat, you should start getting more comfortable with doing, like, just staying close to the ball. So, like, learning how to, like, tap the ball and just doing literally this. Like, not even using air roll, just learning how to stay close. And you can literally just practice that. It's such a useful thing on defense, just to roll it up your own back wall, touch, and then just rotate around and then just stay close like that. Just doing this will get you way more comfortable, and then eventually you can turn that into, like, actual, you know, consistent air dribbling, where you can, like, take it in the midfield a bit more. Or you can just straight up start an attack, like grab boost, and then be able to, you know, actually launch forward. Well, not like that. That was a bad touch. But you know what I mean. Like, I think that's something you should really focus on. First lesson should just be learning how to do that. Like, ball's on the wall, hit it. Because sometimes people go on the wall and they forget how the ball moves and how your car moves, and they flail around, they miss. But just learning how to, like, just do something like that. Just learn how the timing. Learn how to jump off the wall, follow ball. That's like the basics. And then after that, then you can start doing matching the speed of the ball is how you air dribble. You just tap it, and then once you go on the same speed, then you hold down the boost, and then you can accelerate it. It's obviously not how you always do it, but like that's like the basic way if people are trying to learn. You don't chase the ball, you wait until you catch it on your nose, and then you push. I started doing shorts. I got 18 subs now. Let's go, Wrath. All right, we got some Vadigoat? It's definitely Vadigoat. Okay, wow, that took way too long. He's using characters that the game can't even parse. Speaking of, we can't even get a second teammate here. I was like, VT Ejoat? It's like, that's not it. Vertigo? No, I think it's Vadigoat. He plays in somewhere. Can I play with you? Gunner, I do not play with anybody I do not know. FC Dallas in Vancouver starts. Man, that game's taking place like 2 miles away from me. I really wish I bought tickets, but I do not feel like I need to spend money right now. Sound like you're having a stroke? I mean, I felt like I was having a stroke whenever I tried to read these usernames. Oh. I was like, there's a minimal chance that turns into a goal. I just want to see if I can get it. I think he went into the goal. It's fine. I went super high because I thought that's exactly the clear he would go for, and he did. Damn, that would have been kind of insane if I got that on. Thank you, teammate. Oh, well, that's a really good steal. Teammate, you don't have to get that first read. Nice, that works. Oh, mistimed that. Oh, actually, I'm just going to 50 that inside. That works. All right, teammate, you don't get beat here. You do get beat here. Oh, no, that was not a situation I thought would be a problem, but okay. This is another thing in twos. I feel like people got to like dial in a bit more. You don't have to be that close to the ball when the ball's like ricocheting. Like the defense is frantically trying to get out of that. Like they're going to throw it away and then you just clean it up. I don't remember how they stood getting like right up in the grill of your opponents when you know they're going to throw it away. I just got to ignore that. Yep. I'm going to play him. That works. Just gonna risk it all on that one. I might be able to score this, low-key. That was almost a good back post play, but... oh, I was not even looking at him, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at the backboard. Oh, teammate, I like the idea there, but that's a goal. I got in a plat lobby with a Diamond 3 serve and I saved a crazy double tap for the first time. Good. A good skill to learn. Can you please shout me out? Hello, Gunner. That is your shout out. I have said you. Oh my god, you play bad. Yep, you're right. There's probably plenty of people who can play better, so you should probably watch them. Guys, again, it's very hard for me to take any of your insults seriously when I know that it's a 13-year-old typing it. You gotta try harder than that. Open net? Ah, good save by them. Let's get BDX. You can get it past to me. Ah. He got up quicker than I thought he would. Sad. Oh man, we skipped that a little higher than I thought. Might be able to win that. Yes, sir. We're gonna spike that down though, because they're both challenging that. He doesn't have that, it's fine. That was kind of a weak shot. Okay, they didn't get the breakaway, that's fine. Good turn, teammate. We like it. Let's try to play it around him. Right up. That's not an angle either. Sad. You're 10 times better than me. I'm gold. Guys, I mean, I have a lot of hours, like way more hours than 90% of you guys, so don't worry about it. This game is one that takes a long time to get good at. And I'm not even like that good. Speaking of, oh, that's gotta be in. That's gotta be in. Trying to avoid that guy bumping me, and yet. All right, bonk to that. Catch flick, don't get bumped, nice. Take it across, BDX, you can catch that. Ooh, I like it. Cut that. Oh man. Okay, he's just throwing it forward. Ooh, that near post shot was actually gonna be very close in the save. Yes, catch, carry, go. Good save by that guy. What? Keep having a cough. Cut across. Ooh. Trying to lob that up. Gives us enough time to catch that. Ah, I didn't expect him to miss. Well, that works. I can catch that. Into the ceiling, into the tap. Sad. Oh, no, teammate, you're going to get dispossessed. Man, this teammate has been violated on the counterattacks this game, I'm not going to lie. Every single time that we're like, need to keep a possession, he's just like, he's overthinking it, honestly. I would just like flip back or take a wave dash and then just knock it into the corner. He's trying to take like 2 soft touches, but yeah, I don't know. We could have combined. I should have had at least one in that game, so maybe next time. 600 hours deep in my plat is plat 3. Dude, it takes a while. I think I hit JC after 1,200 hours. I wasn't even trying that hard, but I started locking in about 500 hours in where I'm like, all right, I should probably actually like try now. Because I was just a competitive person, so I'm like, I gotta do that. Speaking of, that is not a good kickoff, holy. I kind of missed it. I kind of messed up that flip at the last second. I turned before I needed to. You're GC? I am. This is GC2. We're typically GC3 SSL at the end of the season, so we're fighting through the solo queue, which is a little tough sometimes. Ooh, almost an insane save by that guy. What? That... I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think he'd shoot it because that was a very dumb idea. So I'm like, he's gonna play it off the near post. And then he just put it right at me and I was like, oh, my bad. I thought he tried to pass that or maybe roll it or something. I did not expect him to just throw it at me as soon as possible. Ooh. That was actually a really good touch, and I actually didn't anticipate the first touch, so I screwed it up. Speaking of, okay, I was like, he's shooting a back post, I just don't know exactly when. You know, peek, 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 flipper set. Close. Gonna cut that around. You can catch that. Oh, sorry, teammate. Take that. Gunner, if you're speaking to me, I've already answered about playing with viewers. I don't know. Dude. Couldn't quite angle it. Well, why is his teammate AFK? Did that guy actually just give that up? Kyle, thank you for the 6.9. Gunner, I'm gonna ask you to stop asking to play though. I've already told you I don't play with anybody I don't know. I don't know if you're asking other people in chat, but I'm just saying. I ain't talking to you, Danger. Well then at someone, I can't tell. You just keep asking the same question. I've seen the same thing posted like 10 times. This guy actually just gave up? That's kind of crazy. Oh, that was a completely different attempt I was going for. My bad. Oh, wait, what the? Wait, he just AFK'd for literally 2 full minutes and then suddenly came back in? I was using that challenge specifically because I thought he was AFK. That's crazy. All right, well. A little bit of a fake there. With better 2s or 1s. I don't know, like, it's user preference. I do want to potentially explore doing a content series where I just kind of lock in 1s for like a ridiculous amount of time. Just really put in the hours. But I know you got demoed, but that felt a little suspiciously long on respawn. What happened here? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, spawn. And... oh, did you get tagged? Never mind, okay. You accept my apology for having threatened to roast your cat all those years ago? Well, you just admitted that you just probably ban evaded, so I'm gonna say, sure, just stop being weird. All right. What the? That was a weird one. Thank you, Kyle, for the 2s. I hate chat on my fold. It keeps resetting screen, which takes away chat, and then it'll refresh every time I chat. Yeah, that sounds highly annoying. Mobile apps sometimes are just like actually butt for certain streaming platforms. It's kind of strange. Twitch, I notice for some reason, like when I load on data, like any mobile stream, it like stutters the audio. So it's like you're listening to someone and it's like that the whole time. And then as soon as I go back, even when I like downgrade the quality so that the bandwidth isn't even that crazy or required, it still does that. And I'm like, okay. So I don't know if I'm on like an old build or if that's just like what Twitch mobile's like or whatever, but. Nice read. Let's go. Your 512 gigabytes Fold 7? A little heavier of a touch than I thought. Oh my god! I almost became that guy's dad. I almost signed the adoption papers right there, chat. Yeah, I was like, you're definitely going for the demo. Sad. Is the screen holding up? From what it seems like. I didn't expect him to whiff. Sorry, chat. Or sorry, teammate. That's fine, teammate. We're just gonna preserve boost here. Dude, I'm getting so cyberbullied. What the hell? Dude, get off my jock, dude. This guy. Yes, teammate. Great arrow. Oh, close one. Wait, how close is he? I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna get out. He's not gonna beat me to it, but that's fine. I just realized he could have potentially hit that, and I was gonna be pissed if he did. That's really close. That's really close as well, but I knew I could get away with it. He's gonna try to wrap around that, maybe? I don't think he doubles that, though. He does. Okay, well. That's why you come in at an angle. Oh, man, I thought that was a different challenge. Oh, they doubled. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hope I have enough time to do this. Teammate, you wanna smack that? You know what? I was gonna say I'm gonna play a hero. Okay, we'll take an over T. We got the DSi emulator. Oh, that's actually a great idea for a fold phone, not gonna lie. On my little Android, I have my GBA emulator so I can play my Pokemons. Gen 3 for life. Bonk. That's not a, I thought that was gonna be a bit more of a bonk. Like what we call a demo, you know what I mean? Dude, every time that's a goal. Ugh! This team has not scored without demoing us. It's very sad. I don't know why I'm like not expecting that exact play every single time. That guy like went forward and I'm like, okay, he's trying to rotate. Nope, he's not. And then immediately demoed me. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, emulators are fun. I will say emulators do kind of ruin you because like I've debated actually just getting like a straight up console, like a mini like handheld again, like buying a, because they sell like those modern console, like modern handhelds, which basically like you can load ROMs onto them, but they're like a modern day emulator with a bright ass like HD screen, like a nice like LED backlight or whatever. But like, when you play on an emulator, there's a ability to fast forward the game emulation, so you can play the game faster than intended. I'm not sure if you ever tried to do that with a Pokemon game. You think you realize how very quickly how slow Pokemon games are, like historically, like how long battles take, like when working as intended, you know? Like, I went and tried to play like a regular speed Pokemon game, and I was losing my mind. I'm like, dude, this is taking 90 minutes. You talk with someone, it's like, hello. You've reached this gym. I am Veronica. What brings you? And I'm like, I get it! like, let me go. I'm trying to get to the next phase. Meanwhile, the emulator, it's like, ding, 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 and go. And then you start going. Man, that was ridiculous. Oh, we got a yellow tag GC. This is a loss. I can guarantee it, chat. Nice. God, I love how good players are. We're ranked 1690. It is just below GC3. That's an own goal. Hell yeah. When have you started streaming early? I don't know, whenever I can stream. The reason I start later is because during the week, Monday through Friday, I have to work until like 6 o'clock my time. So I'm like physically forced into doing that. And unless I want to start streaming immediately after I start work, I'm gonna start, you know, at 7 p.m. my time. Trying to loft that a little bit. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm a bot. I should have said, why are you always so far back? I know I saw your boost, but you didn't have to be that far back. All right, I'm just gonna start flicking early because these guys' defense is not really amazing me. Oh, hello. Nice. Bonk. Oh, whoops, I tried to scoop underneath that. I side flipped instead of diagonal. Oh no. Well, that's embarrassing. Like I told you guys, this was not going to be a winnable game. But you can't fake challenge that close to the ball. Oh. I had him beat. I'm only. He's not gonna take that long, right? Oof. Oh well. I was debating getting a flick on that, but. Okay. Okay, cool. I was like, I just want to get this as light as possible in the back post, and it should be good. Teammate wants to forfeit? I will forfeit right now, buddy. Don't get sassy with me. If I knew you were actually gonna be able to shoot that on target later, I would have not forfeited. That was more of a frustration forfeit anyway by me. I just hate when we give up a goal that's like a Diamond 2 level mistake. Alright, that's just me diving in because I figured this should be fine if he just clears it. Granted, I say that, and it's getting a little dicey. Ooh. Hey, Shaq. Do you remember me? Hello, Spurs till the end? No, I don't recognize that username. Did you change it? Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not going to beat that first guy, but... Oh, that might be Jover. Yep. All yours, he says, after getting dusted. Oh, well. All right, well, we'll play a lightning a bit. See how it goes in threes. Goes my ranked. Ideally, it was me clapping people in ranked, and then it started like that, but inevitably we're running into people who are boosted, who are boosted up, which is usually my take. Because I don't mind losing, you know, deadass. Like I don't mind losing a game, but if I'm losing because we're whiffing constantly, it's like I don't know how this went happen. I don't know how this happened. Yeah, we can queue whatever. Ranked. I'm not playing casual in this stream. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hello, Fabulous Fox. OChem 2 and differential equations got me in the nuts right now. Yep. OChem is usually the feeder course for a lot of people. Feeder as in it is the wood chipper that determines if people want to keep going. Like for all pre-meds, OChem is normally the one that makes you realize, hey, maybe I don't want to do this. Or at least that's my history of dealing with a lot of pre-meds majors. I remember I had a kid come into my course I was teaching for psych. It's like a research methods course or whatever. So all they all had to take it. And this one kid was like, yeah, sorry, I can't. He kept showing up to class late, and so I pulled him aside after. I'm like, hey, buddy, I can't have you come into class late every day. Like, that's just you. Like, he'd be showing up dead ass, like, it'd be like 10 minutes left in class, and he'd show up every day. And he, of course, he's just loud as hell. And there's no available, hey, it's University of Oregon. And there'd be like no seats available, so he'd climb his way down all the way to these segments of seats. And so I'm just like, you can't keep showing up. And he goes, sorry, I have OChem now, and it's just like, it's really hard to make it. I'm like, wait, so what? Hold on. The registrar allowed you to register for a class at the same time as this one? He goes, no, OChem just takes a long time, so I do it during the day, and the time I do it to make up for the time I don't have to do it usually is during this time. I'm like, so what you're telling me is that you're not attending class, so you could do work for a different class during this class? And he's like, yes. I kind of just stared at him like, yeah, that's not okay. Like, I'm not gonna be fine. Shout out to that kid who also ended up not having the best of grades overall, and then asking me for a letter of rec. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Ooh, close one. Get my party channel? No. Oh. Oh boy. Ooh. There's no way this is the official Oregon green color. It's crazy that this is the closest one they got. There's not a forest green anywhere. Ooh, that's a nice little touch. I didn't think he'd be able to get back to that. That was not your bad at all. I didn't expect Imminent to peek on that. Ooh, yes. Love the part where I missed that boost and then Imminent stole it. Let's go. I'm such a gamer. Noise. Okay, cool. We take those. Now we grab some boost. What the? Lightning just like 180'd and caught that again. Not gonna lie, didn't think he would actually get back in time. I also thought we would. I think we both went to the corner. Yeah, we did. Well, that's rough. Shouldn't have been as aggressive on that. Nice. I was like, I'm just gonna full send into that bump and then we're gonna hope for the best. Because I'm like, this should be like a user option here. You can shoot that as hard as possible or you can air dribble either way. And it says great pass on his side. I think we got that. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, good save by Eminent, I'm not gonna lie. I was taking my time. Thought he was out. We're gonna slow it down, just let Lightning get back. I'm not gonna get that boost, but it's fine. You get banned from matching for leaving my ones game? I don't know, it sounds like a skill issue. Speaking of skill issue, what? Hold on, what? I did not get that far around that 50, I need to see this again. Okay. I mean, I know he's playing it that hard from the side, but he just said centering in the quick chat. I'm not sure what that meant off the rip, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to hit that across, I over pursued it. All right, bad reads. All right. I'm not sure, yeah, really what yields that. I'm trying to think of like, because normally you can just quit ones games, it's not a problem. I think there is technically like you have to play at 90 seconds even in a ones game, but I actually don't remember off the top of my head if that's actually true or not. I think it's just to avoid win trading. They don't want like people to be able to just forfeit at any point over and over. That's also like how ones freestylers like used to do it. They just go into ranked and just basically infinite forfeit over and over and over again. I didn't want to play a GC3. Why not? Nice. I'm such a bot, dude. No, that was me. That was me completely botting out. I like lost all traction in my brain. Literally no reason to challenge that, literally at all. I knew that was going to be a very close contest. If I won it, it's a goal, but if I don't, it's 100% a goal. It's like the definition of like not a necessary thing. My brain just turned off there. I'm not actually thinking. All right, we got a Western player in our chat, so we're gonna have to queue no East. Peak GC and I was 2-0 within first 20 seconds. I mean, that's how it goes. I back in the day, I was like a GC 2-1s when I actually like was trying to like grind that game mode out. And I remember I eventually played Kha'Zix, who at the time was like a bubble pro. The way that guy actually the guy that actually like straight up was smacking me around the pitch left and right. Oof. I said threes. Lightning, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm just not really paying attention. You're sending paragraphs in chat. I'm just talking to chat. Either way. We'll play this and then we'll cue some threes. Oh, yeah, well, that's fine. Slot. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. I still think it's the MST, the most BS that you'll ever quit one match, you instantly get banned. What do you mean the MST? The MSG in my Chinese? Sure. Okay, well, on for it. Bro's just fast. Speed dip, I guess. Guy did actually try to flick that. He just double jumped it and I knocked it straight up. If I didn't fail his flip, I still think I'm gonna be into that, but who knows. Yes, missed the boost, yes. Oh, you got it even header. That's a goal. On fort. Hey, Zivrik. Alright, cool. I have a question for you, yes? Clap close to my rank? Yeah, I mean, it was meant to be that I'm just clapping people in ranked, which was the first about 20 minutes of ranked, and then after that it's been all over the place, so we're seeing how it goes. We're playing with lightning right now. We're gonna switch to threes for a bit, and if that doesn't go well, I'm gonna go back to solo queue, and if that doesn't go well, I'm just gonna stop playing Rocket League, so. We are playing like a bit higher of a rank than we were before, so these games are meant to be a bit more difficult. I took forever to rotate back. I also thought I would have slightly more time. This is just disaster class. Cool. I saw them both descend, and I'm like, I don't think either of them is playing the ball in this. When you peak rank last season, they are very fast. So, hold on, wow, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Hold on, I'm gonna have to parse what you're saying. I don't know what exactly you're trying to say. That's fine, it's over. Elvira Moses, nice name. Okay, that's all the boosts I have. Oh, man. Oh, that works. You didn't expect me to suck! And that was your downfall! What rank you? This is GC 2, 3, around there. These guys are fast, but they're also really freaking out about stuff. Lightning, I had no idea we were off the ceiling. I was not prepped for that, my bad. And that's why we don't go off the ceiling. It's a goal. I had no idea it was about to go off the ceiling. That freaked me out. I was trying to get it to him, but then I was like, oh, wait. Let's try not to do that. I'd like to, let's win the game first, and then we'll go from there. Thought you saw me? No, I literally turned the corner, took that first touch, and then I saw you, and I was like, oh. If I knew you were up the ceiling, I would have touched that softer, so I could have slapped it high. All right, you should take a first touch there. Yes, you do. Oh, and you took a really soft touch. All right, well, good setup. That's still not great reset. Nice. Oh. Trying a slightly different touch on that. I had no more booze, that's so sad. Oh my god, Lightning cut it because he was trying to dribble that guy and I bumped him and he didn't realize until the cut. That's really funny. Oh my god. I mean, that's a good cut, but I was like, oh, no, it's open. Don't. That's so funny. But he's saying panic once again as if I didn't bump him and he had no more boost. Like, dude, come on. This guy's insulting this teammate like crazy. I'm Silver 3. Use Octane or Fennec. I mean, you can see right now I'm using the Fennec. I don't really want the freestyler touching this. I'm just going to assume he... Yeah, I was about to say, like, he's just going to throw that. Wow! Wow! I cannot believe he let me have that. I was like, I saw him cheat out a little bit. I'm like, is he actually not gonna go back? Unk. All right. Good game. That was a really stressful one. I'm not gonna lie. We'll take the 0 second. Decent flick there. That bro is in no man's land. Lightning said he wants to play 3s, so we'll queue some 2s. Or wait, we're getting rank disparity. There's literally no way we have rank disparity, but okay. We'll queue both. I think we're defaulted 2 3s, but it's not queuing. We can play both now. I'm cooking. I think it's both. Anyway. Hi Bryce. Are you black? Not since last time I checked. Okay, let's read Zevrek's chat. When you peak rank last season, they are very fast in there, right? So if so, how come the next season happened and everyone from peak rank plays slower? That is not how it happens. When you're playing next season, you're playing in lower MMR because the MMR gets lowered. It's everybody who finished above a certain MMR gets defaulted to where you're playing. So you're not playing the same people at the beginning of the season. You're playing like everybody. Are you handsome? I don't know. Are you looking for a shorts editor? No, I edit all my videos. Banger! Holy! That was nonsense, dude. Dude, that was ridiculous. Yeah. Took way too heavy of a touch on that setup, and I was like, I'm just gonna flick it. And the guy was literally just waiting the whole time. Sure. You ever tried Zen resetting it? I have no idea what that means. What reset does Zen do that no one else does? You mean like his soft touch off the hood that he didn't invent, but he does better than everyone else? Which isn't a reset? I mean, you can kind of do it, but it's not really that. It's not replicable until you work at it a lot more. I've not really practiced it that much. Zen setting. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what it's called. I think everyone just calls it the Zen touch because that's all it is. It's your first touch. That's crazy. You just accepted that I was going to hit that ball past you. Oh, I missed that boost. It's fine. I don't need boost. Boost is the least important part of this game. I didn't expect him to cut there. Man, I'm over pursuing these touches like crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Lightning's never inflicted in his life. No problem. That where happens. Okay, we'll get back. Lightning chows that. I can't see through that cloud. Let's get a quick little back pass. Oh. I'm not sure what happened there. I think he got demoed trying to get the boost. Or he... it's a tough one. Okay, well, I thought he was able to land and then turn on that, but my bad. Call this one. All right, I went for the hard beat there because I'm like, he probably should. Wow, we got caught in no man's land on that one. I shouldn't have gone that hard off the backboard. I was just trying to beat him over the top on that first one because I was like, Octocore might get that. But I honestly thought that was going to be like a 50 or something. I didn't expect him to actually just let me get that. Honestly, if I knew he was that slow, I would have just doubled it. That wasn't really like a concentrated double. I'm gonna play behind him for a shot. Close one. We're gonna lob that one just to hold it up. It's all lightnings. Do you have time on this? Let's just assume I don't. I'm sorry, Elaine. I thought you saw that. Hard to tell sometimes. I'm not going to pre-jump that. So I saw lightning go. We're going to flick this early because he's going to chow. Oh, he fake chowed. Okay. Oh, lightning. Did not realize you were right there. My bad. He's got that 50. Nice. Hello, Finn. Nice shot. Hold on. He's just chasing it. He's twosing. That's the most twos type of goal you can possibly have. Says need boosts. Try to lose that back right. Oh, he actually tried to win it the other way. Okay. We're going to lob that up on the wall just because he's not on the wall, so he's going to have to do exactly what he just did. Not bad. I'm going to chase that down. I should be able to get that. Oh, wow, I landed it wrong. Anyway, that's fine. I tried to pre-flip that, and then as I land, jump, but I jumped like right as my tire was going like, and then I didn't touch, so I went quick little fumble on that one. Wait, I'm not even 1600? That's kind of gross, I'm not gonna lie. We've fallen a lot in twos. That explains why those twos games are so ugly, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was like 1650. It's way more acceptable how bad some of our teammates have been if I was 1600 that whole time. I feel like I know Froppy. Okay. That's a goal? Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, you might actually back post that for me. Damn. Need boost, that's what I'm saying, buddy. You don't need boost, you don't need anything. Perfectly easy. That was kind of a really good touch right there, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they still had it, my bad. Your teammate is carrying? Yep, he has all one goal. That is how it works, yeah. That works. What? How'd I get that past? Okay. That, I don't know when he's cutting that. That's fine. Wow, that's a really good 50. That's actually kind of an insane 50. He completely just manhandled me on that. I tried to kill it, and he also tried to kill it, but he had a perfect timing on that. If he jumped, that would have been fine, but because he didn't, I dug it right into the ground at him. Is that going in? Nice. Nice little pinch. Also, it's always funny when people are like, oh, someone's getting carried in like a single game, you know? Like, yeah, of course, if you're playing with a duo, every single game, there's gonna be someone who does a little bit better. And yeah, there might be games where like someone gets all the goals or most of the goals or whatever. Carrying is such like a heavy term to use in those scenarios. Like, unless I'm literally having like 80 points and my teammate is 700, I'm like, we're not really approaching carrying territory. There's a lot that you have to do as a duo in twos that isn't just scoring goals. Nice. Ooh, that adjustment was kind of nutty, I'm not gonna lie. Nice, good turn. Go grab that. Ooh, dude, that guy's ballsy. Oh, and he scored. That's a shame. Wait. Oh, man, that was really ballsy that he decided to do that. I think if I made any contact in that first one, it's probably a goal, but two players going by 50 at the ball at the same time, hoping for the best. Yeah. What's a 50? A 50 is a 50-50. That's the term for basically when both players jump at a ball that they have, you know, a chance at. So you both have a 50-50 chance of, you know, getting on the ball. Hit a cycle, I will donate $20. Yeah, that's not happening. Also, hitting a psycho is so rare in a game. There's no shot $20 would be like the equivalent for rarity. Oh, no ceiling. Okay, that's skimmed. Why would you just hit? What a bot. I was like, okay, well, he's gonna take a first touch. Nope, he just full sent it. Well, I guess he didn't have the boost. All right, well, that explains it. I didn't expect that guy to just hit it as soon as he touched it. Literally no hesitation in that man's brain. Quad powered? Yep, quad powered. Oh, Zig, by the way, we're, I don't think he popped in. We went variety last night. I was streaming the game I was talking about the other day. And during the playthrough, we ran into the weapon that I was like is the worst in the game. And I was like, yeah, if Zig was here, this is what I was telling him was the worst in the game. I'm not picking it up. I hate it. We might stream it again. Maybe we'll do it tonight if we're having energy. I feel like I'm getting beaten by, like, C2s right now. It's not ideal. Want to play Minecraft by my ex's his own server and be hurting sometimes? I'm sorry, Matt. Rare things that happen. Do you really get drops in this? No. Unless tags say drops enabled, it's not a drop stream. I didn't get to really say I noted myself that I need to watch the VOD. It's a fun game. I mean, we were getting constant people telling me like what the name of the game was, which is funny considering it's like a game that's like very much like a indie game. I think I was probably the #1 streamer on Twitch for that game, low key. It's not that big of a game yet, so. So now it's Halo. You guys see that Xbox has officially given up and they're allowing Halo to be released on the PS5 and PC now? Xbox has officially lost the console wars, chat. I'm sorry. Bro said his biggest competition for kids nowadays is not the PS5 or PC. It's actually the TikTok. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but like, kids are not choosing between short form content and video games. They're two different things. People are like, no, but in the attention economy. No. No, like kids are going to be playing video games and scrolling TikTok. Like, it's not going to be either or. Like, so much of TikTok content that a lot of those kids are going to be watching are, like, creators, you know? Like, you think they're going to watch content about video games and not be wanting to play the video game themselves? I was hoping they would both pre-jump that. Dude, if he doesn't bump me, I'd probably get there. Alright, I'll cut on that. Bang, a little wide. Oh, no, that should have been in. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Also didn't mean to steal that boost. Dude, Dream, you have no friends. That's crazy, you stole my boost and I still didn't score, sad. What? What is happening, dude? There's so many whiffs for a GC3 lobby right now. Holy. Okay. Was all calculated faking? I mean, sure. Definitely missing intended gaming not by getting stuck in YouTube short purgatory. We see it every time they go AFK between kickoffs. No, but that's the thing though, is like, kids aren't like deciding in their free time, I'm gonna, like, I understand their time gets sucked up, but like, the idea that Halo, Xbox has like continuously just been like, there's just no way to appeal to kids anymore, sorry. They all just wanna watch TikToks. I'm like, who's your market testing? Because I really don't think that, like, even in the rise of TikTok, yeah, maybe we've seen video gaming decrease, but it's not like kids are doing one or the other. Like, it's not exclusive to how they spend their time. Great save. Holy, I don't know why these guys playing at 5 miles an hour is throwing me off so much, but it was this, like, I don't know what there's there. Sorry, dude, but you kind of suck. Well, I'm reading chat while playing while you're playing infinitely lower than I am in ranked, and you're undistracted, so I don't know, man. Maybe focus on yourself. There you go. Yeah, you suck. I mean, sure, there's plenty of other people in shorts, so you can just swipe right up and then watch someone who's better, I guess. I'm not playing at 5 miles an hour. You guys are playing slightly slower than I anticipate. Tivet's in my stream right now listening. That's funny. Well, guys, I'm not saying I'm the best player of all time, but also if you guys think that playing in the second and third highest rank in the game is bad at the game, then okay. Sorry, you guys are used to only watching pros and fucking SSL cures. Like, people who literally do this full time. I used to, but... Oh, he did not touch that. Interesting. Why are people saying? Yeah, because they get off on making people upset. But the problem is, since I know they're 12, it's kind of hard to take any insult seriously. You know, people want to be like, man, you suck. And I'm supposed to go, I don't suck! Oh my god! No! God! And then rage quit out a stream or something. But in reality, it's just like, you suck. Okay, that's your opinion. And I know I'm a high rank, so objectively I don't. Anyway, moving on. So it's like... No! That recovery was bad. But we got the boost, and that's what matters. Flick. Hello, Carson. Oh, I wanted to get that a little higher. Oh, well. I don't think it's 12. Side spread. I mean, I don't know. I think also part of it is like, yeah, I'm not gonna come out and say like I'm an incredibly good player. Like I've been at SSL, I can play at a high level, you know, all that. But like I'm not saying like, oh, I'm as good as Chief Beef, I'm as good as Coconut, I'm as good as Flitz. Like, yeah, those guys are like actually legit 2000 MMR 2s players. Like, yeah, they're insane. I am not at that level, and I will never claim to be. But I don't know, just weird when people, I think they're used to seeing that, and therefore they're like, oh, you suck. Also, gameplay always looks slower when you're watching it. The amount of champ 3s I've had in my freaking stream be like, yeah, Taco, honestly, I'd love to play with you. I think I could hang in these lobbies. And then we do a viewer game tournament where it's like a team of like GC2s and then myself and then them at like GC2 or C2 or whatever. And then they just get absolutely worked. And they are like, oh, this was a lot faster than I thought. Bonk. No! I almost had it, dude. Almost had it. Ooh, nice save. No, don't touch. Why are you oh, man. He was early on that one. Honestly, good challenge, but I kind of expected myself to have a little bit more time to delay that. No, a lot of players watch gameplay and they think it's way slower than it is. Like, I can't tell you the infinite number of times I have done viewer games and a player, a kid who's joined, who's like a low GC or like a champ player has gotten to a lobby that's like a GC3 average, maybe some SSLs in there, and they literally are like, I cannot touch the ball. This is so much faster. And it's like, yeah, because it looks slow when you're playing, but like it's not. Dude, even that happens all the time. I cast Collegiate Rocket League, hence why I have the CRL analyst tag. I cast CRL, and the amount of times who are watching like literally an entire 6-man's rank X, rank S, RLCS, X EU Pro lobby, and they're like, honestly, dude, this is super sloppy. I don't know why these guys are like, these guys are getting scholarships and like getting all upset. It's like, dude, you are literally watching like a bunch of top 100 ranked players play, and you're acting like this is like a GC1 game. Get so real, dude. I think part of it is because the most content people watch is like RLCS on Rocket League, on Rocket League's Twitch, as well as most gameplay. People watch like pro player streams. And so anytime they see anything that's not that, they're like, this is terrible. And it's like, well, no, it's just not flawless like a pro player, you know? So all is hard to get into. Yeah, well, people don't understand that. They're like, they understand that these are the good teams, but when players watch, there's a lot of people who troll and they're like, oh, this is like a bunch of plats or whatever. But a lot of these guys watching that are watching pro level players play, and they're like, these guys are honestly no better than my ranked queues. Like, honestly, I'm excited to play CRL because I could get in. I'm a GC3 right now. I'm grinding. I'm like, buddy, if you're not at least like a, I don't know, 2,000 MMR, like 2,000 MMR SSL, you are not getting it. Holy crap, I did not expect us to get turned on like that. Hello, Jerry. It's a good turn. Lightning, you're saying he's a smurf? I'm assuming because he has low hours? I think that's cutting it short. What do you mean? No, I think 2000 is perfectly fine. I think if you're not at that level, you are severely... I would say not to like make main event, but I'm like to be even competitive. Like there's so many kids in my mentions or on my Twitter DMs who are like, yo, I'm looking to get into CRL. I'm like a GC3. Do you think I have a good shot at getting a scholarship? And I'm like, you could probably get a scholarship somewhere, not like a good scholarship, and probably not like be a starter at most like competitive CRL schools. But I'm like, I would say if you're not like someone who's reached 2000 MMR before, you're probably not going to be competitive in the current edition of CRL. You support a sports team? Not really anymore. I'm more of like a casual fan. I would say the closest I get to supporting a team is I watch the Bills a lot because I grew up around Buffalo, so I grew up a lot of Bills paraphernalia. I had a Doug Flutie jersey. I had a Takeo Spikes jersey. My dad had a Thurman Thomas jersey handed down to me that was pretty sick. So like that's a franchise I've known for a while, growing up in upstate New York. But I can't really even say I'm a fan necessarily. Even when I lived there, I was not much of a fan. I just would like have like warm affiliations with, you know, being surrounded by Bills all the time, people on game day getting all hype. Oh. When you over adjust your angle. Oh. They won today? Oh, dude, they didn't win. They decimated over a bit. Being 2K isn't guaranteed spot. No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm talking on the individual level. If you are a player who's expecting to play on a CRL team and make it in, you yourself would have to bare minimum be like that level. That's what I'm saying, Bob. Like I've seen players below that get in, but they also require like a ridiculously good team, or you have to have like actually absurd chemistry with each other. I think it's what people don't understand is like CRL is just hyper competitive. And yeah, you can get an upset, but by doing it over and over and over again in quals or in opens or something, that's tough. I mean, hell, there's plenty of teams that literally players will DM me because they are really high rank. And they'll get into CRL and be like, yeah, I hope you're excited to see us in main event. And I'm always like, yeah, I mean, I hope, man, like you got to lock in. And he's like, nah, don't worry, it's guaranteed. And then they don't even get past like within like 3 rounds of CRL qualification. I'm just like, oh man, I told you. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I don't think he has that read. I have Scatabo in my fantasy football. Dude, do not look up that Scatabo injury. Do not. That thing was gnarly. Absolutely disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, 1700s felt so slow. Dude, 1700 is slow. Yeah, if you guys value your sanity, do not go on the NFL Reddit or subreddit. And also be very careful anytime a Giants clip comes up. Not only just because of Scadabo's injury, but also because the Giants are just, you don't want to have direct eye contact with them for too long. Oh, sorry, Laney, I was going to take that off you. I had Tyreek and Neighbors? No, dude, you're kidding me, dude. That's crazy. I was figuring there has to be someone out there that drafted Tyreek and Neighbors, and they were like, dude, I'm gonna kill it. And then immediately had... I just feel bad for the person who had probably Tyreek, Neighbors. I know there was someone tweeting about that the other day. It was like, they had Tyreek, Neighbors, and Burrow or something as their like lineup or something. And I'm like, first of all, how'd you nail that in your picks? But also second, hilarious. Braun is not an AI, I can tell you that. His flicks are crazy. Car shakes when he dribbles. I mean, we can look back maybe, but I don't think so. He seems too bad to an AI. He's not doing enough automated stuff, I think. He was doomed for the start because of Tua. I mean, there was that one game where I remember he was wide open and Tua like immediately overthrew him. And Tyreek immediately just started like pouting basically. And I don't mean that like, oh, what a child. He was literally just like, I'm so freaking done playing for this franchise. I'm like, yeah. Dolphins are frustrating because there's like, they're not like hopeless like the Browns or something and like objectively horrible in the same way, but it's got to be so frustrating playing for a team like that. I have Nico Collins and Smith and Jigba. Maybe not that style injury, but some catastrophic injury inevitable at this play style against NFL defenses. Honestly, I thought he was just going to get concussed because he freaking seeks out hits. He wants the contact, whereas like that ankle injury is just like, ugh. Oh, I could have gone off the ceiling for that. I didn't even pay attention. Yeah. I actually am not gonna lie, I thought I had like 20 more boost, so I was like, wait, why am I slowing down? Do you follow basketball? A lot less than I used to, but I try to stay informed. Wemby's currently having like a disgusting beginning of the season. Same with Luka. I think he's had back-to-back 40 points. Man, Slim Luka is going to be an absolute nightmare if he keeps it up. Maybe one day Luka will get an MVP. Actually insane that that man on the Mavs was averaging like 34 points a game. Like, I think it was like a 30, 12, and 9 average across an entire season, and he came in like 6th in MVP. I was like, dude, this league just absolutely hates Luka. They absolutely despise him. Are there drops here? Yeah, exclamation point drops. I have Luka, LaMelo, and Edgecombe. I actually don't know how it works for fantasy. How do you necessarily draft? Because players kind of sometimes play flexible positions. Do you just draft 5 arbitrarily, or do you need only like 1 big man or whatever? I genuinely don't know. I'm asking because I've never played basketball fantasy. Maybe you can tell your coworkers. Oh, apparently you can tell your coworkers that you can make a pretzel out of anything, and you especially aren't allowed to demonstrate. That is true. AJ Brown was probably getting traded. He's as unhappy as hell was. I don't know if he wants to leave the Eagles. I know he's been upset that he hasn't been targeted that much, but also I just feel like the Eagles, apparently their O-line is injured, you guys told me. I actually didn't know their O-line was that injured, but I think that's just because like he hasn't been really able to be targeted as much because Hurts just doesn't have the usual protection to find him. But he's been getting a lot more targets lately. I mean, he was out against the Giants today because I think he had like a thigh injury or something. No, Eagles are looking good. Well, more importantly, Barkley was like popping off. He had like a bunch of big gains. Actually, Barkley, I think, got injured. All I saw was on the NFL thing, he had a touchdown run, but he was limping at the end. And I was just like, or not a touchdown run, but he was like, he made like a 20-yard gain, and then he was doing that like, kind of like, ow, ow, ow limp. And so I'm like, hopefully that's not an Achilles tear. Hammy down? Well, hopefully that's something that heals up in like a week or 2. I want Barkley to combat that Madden curse. I mean, I think his like very first run of the game was like a 65-yarder against the Giants, so. Jets won today, which is actually crazy. Not gonna lie. So no winless season. Not about targets? Oh, I thought it was. Unwillingness to progress? As in, like, to improve? Is that ever, like, an issue for him? I feel like Hurts is always pretty good. I don't know where this dialogue came in where he's not an elite quarterback. Is the argument that he's, like, getting carried by, like, a great O-line and Barkley or whatever? He's always had good receivers and a good O-line, which I think, frankly, I'd agree that a good O-line and a good receiving core would make anyone look good at quarterback, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if that necessarily means he's bad. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I did not hear that other guy. He's actually took time off prior to the trade deadline by it. Really? I could have sworn he said he was injured. Maybe that was a listed thing. System QB tush push merchant. I mean, he is a tush push merchant, but like ultimately anyone on the Eagles would be a tush push merchant, you know? I mean, there's like a really, I mean, the Super Bowl, he did not struggle at all. I'd be interested in watching more of those videos if they actually do think he doesn't read coverage well. Stop picking your nose? Dude, I'm scratching. I got something around the edge. You gotta scratch that, you know? Buddy, your name literally has Brazilian butt lift in there, and you're talking to me about stream etiquette? We always quote the stat that he can squat 600. Oh my. He's got thunder thighs, chat. Oh no. Close one. Gotta go. See you, Jerry. Those quads come in octos. I don't know. System QB accusations are so stupid, dude. I don't know, man. I think Hurts would be pretty decent anywhere he goes, but it does help, obviously. He has a great O-line. I just think that argument is so weird to dismiss that. Like, very few years in which Brady was behind a horrible O-line. Same with Mahomes. And yeah, I understand that you're like, well, those guys are also have had seasons where they've had not the best. Oh, I had so much faith there. My bad. Like not the best O-lines, and they were able to make it work. But at the same time, I thought you were back. Yeah, I know. I just saw you following, so I was like, oh, okay, you got the 50. He's good when the primary read is open or when he leaves the pocket, though he struggles through progressions. Brady never had a 10% sack rate. I mean, half of that is also on receivers, though. Like, your receivers aren't always open. If they can't, you know, get open quickly, then that's kind of tough. Dude, this guy is the GOAT. I can't believe he got that clean of a 50. These guys are demons. What the frick? The rest of the line makes it so it's such a bit easier with RPOs and similar. Couldn't see how fast I need to jump at that, for it. I trust his read. Implementing 2 quarterback systems. I don't think a 2 quarterback system is a real thing. I think that's just there. If they use that term, it's probably just to make the excuse of like, we don't know who to start, so we're just throwing people in there. Speaking of quarterbacks, though, I'm not sure if you guys pay attention to college football. Bro, that Reed kid on Texas A&M, that man is electric. He's a little raw right now, but like a little gunslingy for my taste, but like that man is quick as hell, and he's got a cannon. He's gonna be super fun to watch. I was watching them play against LSU, and that man was actually like disgusting. He was like outpacing DBs, dodging people like crazy anytime he left the pocket. LSU basically had like a dedicated 2 spy situation on him like the entire rest of the game. Ah, that challenge was slightly faster than I thought it would be. Ugh. No! Wanted to touch that differently. I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely 2 guys I am vastly out-skilled by. Those guys were that we just played are kind of filth. These guys were incredibly good 2s players, I'm not gonna lie. How's it been for you? Mid. The mid as hell, dude, Chef. It is not possible to solo queue. I had 1 solo queue game today, and it was against Adverse, Samba, and Luby, and it was just not winnable. I was like, we're not doing that. You didn't gas me like that? Well, maybe play as good as those guys, and then maybe I'll gas you like that, TM-Bit. I want to play 3s, but for some reason it says rank disparity, which is not true. So let me restart Game Lightning, and then I'm gonna hold on. Let me restart so we can queue 3s. Okay. Rocket League has been so glitchy with its ranked things lately. 1800 my 3s ping, Pong 16, 17. Dude, it is hard to play 3s nowadays. Especially with how junky the rank 3s meta is, because no one at a high level plays 3s. Also, you know how to bypass rank disparity, right? Well, it used to be just like unparty and reparty, but lately I found it's not super clean. Am I blind? Is lightning not on? Sure. Multiple select. I feel like we were already doing that. Stop playing to focus on 2s, and then the season is just chalked. No, see, the biggest issue I noticed with 2s, especially in like my solo queue rank right now of like low 16s, is that you'll play against these players who most of the time are fine. Like you're playing 2s. It's exactly what you'd expect it to be. Like I'm not surprised when my teammate is not like a goat and I'm not playing people against. Some people are really mechy. Some people are faster than I expect. It's whatever. But like 1 in 5 games at like low 16 definitively just feels like this player's been boosted. Like it's not egregious all the time, and sometimes, yeah, I just use it as an insult, but there are genuine games where I would bet hard money on like this guy was playing with like a 2400 MMR friend or something, because there's no shot he is GC3. Like I would bet anything. Like even on my worst day that I've ever had, I've never played this bad. Like that type of situation. Just check their tracker. It's what I do. I don't do it just because I don't want to like enforce that paranoia in myself. But again, my rule of thumb is I'm going to queue 2s and 3s, but the moment I get a game like that, I stop queuing 2s. I'm like, that's my signal that we're done for the day, because I'm not going to just continue to queue and get that guy over and over. I have to drop LeBron numbers when my 3s games. Yeah, 3s is tough because everyone wants to trio queue. So it gets you into this awkward situation of like you're playing against guys who are in comms, freaking pre-jumping each other and calling out stuff, or you're playing college teams or whatever. And meanwhile, I have 2 players I've literally never heard. And I'm like, that makes me feel like you guys were GC1 forever. And now you just got slowly slugged your way in here. Also, this is part of the reason of queuing 3 is it's a problem. There's no one who plays 3s at GC2 and above. So me and Lightning duo queuing, and there's not a single game it can get us into. So yeah, I just assume there's a lot of boosting going on in 2s because it's like, it's one thing to have a bad game and you're flailing and you miss a ball, you get faked, and I'm like, whatever. But it's like legitimately people who are like, it's like stuff like this where they're like an aerial and they're like, and I'm like, no, like that's just, I've never known a situation with that, like where that happens. Okay, I don't know who this guy is, but I guess we're inviting him. It's like 1643s. Yeah, it's pretty low. Oh, he's in a game. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for a bit. Oh, shame. No, it's there's a lot of boosting in 2s that has kind of corrupted that game mode because it's the most popular game mode now. And 3s is just no one plays it. So the problem is, before, ranked is not quota based, obviously. It's not like you can only have a 3,000 SSLs worldwide or whatever, but like, it was in a way that, like, if you started creeping up in the ranks, you would have people you'd run into that knock you back down because they're the gatekeepers. They're like the perennial SSL defender type players. And then because of that, you had the high GC3 kind of gatekeepers and like the high GC2 gatekeepers. But because like everyone has abandoned the rank 3's leaderboard, we have so much more open room, and we're getting like a bunch of GC1s getting into like high GC2 or something, and it's getting really bad. It's getting really bad. Did I miss the how to win in 3s lesson? Not yet. I'm not. I queued 1 game, solo queue against a rank A team, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess we're just gonna lose. So it's just like this frustrating aspect of like, you're playing the ranked so much and you're used to a certain level of speed, but you're just occasionally dealing with players who have never once in their life played GC3. And because of it, they're diving in on stupid stuff. You're like I think the most common statement I've said in this in ranked in my streams is, okay, but teammate shouldn't go for that. I'm gonna go grab this. And why? Oh, okay, well, that's a goal. And that statement comes out of my mouth so much because I assume, yeah, no psycho would ever go for that read. I have time to get this boost, or I have time to go to blah, 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 or blah, blah, and whatever. And then I look and turn back on ball cam and teammate is pre-jumping his last man for no reason and then misses it by 9 football fields. And you're like, okay, well, very cool to see that that man just decided to completely ignore what we're doing. All right, we'll try to pre-jump that, but hit that really far middle. Yellow. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's a crazy spawn. Sorry, mechanical. I saw the pass. Got a little too close. Okay. I was playing as clear, but I guess I got a little high on that. Sure. Nice. Good demo. Dumb game. Dumb pandy, more like. That's actually crazy. I can't believe we put that graphic out. Thanks for shooting that image over Talo. Notorious. Finding much higher ranked people in my GC2 lobbies are all RS challengers. I mean, that's not like super unusual. It's just like, everyone's all mixed managed because there's not enough players to accurately seed skill anymore. It just creates this like very weird scenario where you have a lot of players where they're not supposed to be. And I think it's making ranked 3s less enjoyable, at least for me, because solo queue is legitimately like full parties because it's players that want consistency out of their teammates versus someone who's... I'm trying to get out of the way and just did not know exactly how to do that. Sure. Nice. But yeah, I know what you mean, Ryan. It just bothers me because it's like rank 3s used to be pretty consistent. You could just queue it all day and you'd get pretty reliable lobbies. It's like 8 out of 10 lobbies where like, yeah, this is where it should be. But then occasionally now it's like, I would say about 20% of the lobbies you play are just like, you're looking, I'm just shaking my head and being like, how is this rank? That's his peak. He's never doing that again. That's such a crazy adjustment, holy. In-stream VOD controls? What do you mean? Ah, I heard us jump, but that way the boost. I can rewind directly? Oh, that's actually insane. I did not remember hearing an update for that, but that's kind of sick. That was by far the best feature in YouTube, so, for live streams. A little too far. Hey, Grumpy Cat. Hello, Pie. No bonk? How you doing? We're up and down. Seeing how the night goes. It's a good touch. I disagree with you cleaning that through. Import. How you doing, Grumpy Cat? Yeah, that was the best part of YouTube, though, because the issue of Twitch is like, oh, what just happened? I missed it. Okay, well, time to go to the VOD, then rewind. Oh, wait, the VOD isn't uploaded to the VOD. Like, hasn't auto-recorded to the VOD yet, so I have to wait a little bit. Oh, let me try to clip it and rewind. Nope, that VOD only, or the clip only works based on how quickly I got into the lobby, blah, blah, blah. It's just so many things. It's rough. I had a high school band competition last time. I'm so tired. I bet. Guy diving in on that is crazy. Oh, I knew he was gonna lob that, but that was actually like the best possible touch he could have gotten. Yo, YouTube chatter, congrats on your high school band competition, says Sheep from Twitch. All right, we'll see how these games continue to go. I might get off Rocket League in a bit. Games aren't going the way I'd ideally like. I think we're just not locked in right now. No! My team is down in MLS playoffs right now. Rigged! I was not sure if Lightning was had that yet, so I was like, eh. Alright, I bonked him more than the ball. Akatsuki actually the greatest alive on that last touch. Nice, little pinch. Very good shot by that guy. Dude, get off my jock! Full party? Yes, sir. Let's go. Nice touch, Colson. I don't know who Mason is, personally. Make sure we get dusted right there. Nice, tap on Lightning. Alright, decent double attempt. That's kind of rough spacing for a sec. Alright, I was waiting for the chow and didn't come in, so either way. Oh, hello. Oh, I was like, oh, I got him turned around. Nope, he was already turning around. It's sad. Alright, I wanted to bail on that one, but didn't quite work. That's fine. Competition for states this upcoming Saturday. Well, best of luck coming into that. Tactical bomber, holy. What's good? We're gamering from time to time. That's what's good, I guess. How you doing, Tactical? Hope things are going well. Sure. Just realized I don't think we ever updated the stream goal because I'm a bot. Boop. There you go. With Evan Glennie as a guest star, so I am also tired. Oh. But there you go, sheep. Oh. All right. If I had slightly more boost, that would have been great. That was a little cocky of me. I was trying to pre-jump that clear. Reference to Olivia Rodrigo. Classical composer, Olivia Rodrigo. When you still know where he's gonna go and you still react to it too slow. I don't know why I slowed down. There's simply no way. Oh my. That's a really ridiculously over the top thing. That was super unfortunate. She's a pop artist. Grumpy, I know who that is. Hey, buddy. Nice little pinch. Nice. Okay, cool. They caught the image. I was really worried that they were gonna pause, and I'm like, just bump. Let's just bump. Hello, you from Germany. Hello, Yannick. Where are you from? I'm from the US. My audio can't recognize sarcasm? That's fair, Grumpy. Oh, you didn't touch it. Okay, thank God he went low. Close. A little harder than I thought it would be of a touch. That would have been sick if we passed it. What? That not that I expect how he would go for. Oof. I was about to say, I'm like, I don't think he has that read, even though he's pre-jumping it. Oh, no. Why? Okay, we had to delay that one a little bit. What time is it right now in your country? It is 7:46 p.m. where I live in the U.S. I live in the center of the U.S. Yeah, kind of a giveaway. That's okay. Oh. A completely different play was happening there. I like the idea. Oh. Ain't no way. All right, good night, everybody. No more Rocket League for me. GG's. Next time we regain. All right. I'm going to switch, I think, to that other game we were playing yesterday, to be honest, because I don't really want to get off. I just feel like if I play any more Rocket League, I'm going to jump off my balcony. So we're going to switch. All right. There we go. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're not back, but we are back.
Okay, just gotta think. Gotta figure this out.
All right, we have our upgrades. Or not. Oh, we're glitched. Okay, well, that glitch happens sometimes. We'll warm up with a little side mission here. But Tactical, hopefully you're doing well today. Haven't seen from you in a bit. Appreciate the resub. 54 months is ludicrous. I believe this thing is uniform, which means every level is the same enemy. They spawn in a bunch. This is a 2-pump. Never a fan. Let's go with that, yeah. Okay. Oh, alright. Can't one-stab these guys yet. Bonk. Alright. So far, so good. Here's Augment. Realize some bonus magazine size. Oh, that's kind of annoying 2 people to have, but okay. Okay. Pretty light resistance so far. We're playing on hard, so it'll pick up eventually. Get some shields. Okay, jump. Bonk. Slap him out of the air. Spike him down. Eh. Almost did. Actually, I want to see if I can do this whole level in 1 mag. $10 bullets? That should be fine. That should be fine. This guy keeps running back and forth. I'm trying to just... Hey. There it is. Perfect. Power possess. We'll go with shields. Always a good choice. Oh, hello. Tag that guy, nice. Timu Megabonk? I would say Megabonk is the Timu version of this. Now, Timu is an Megabonk is an auto shooter. This is not an auto shooter. But in terms of roguelike stage with upgrades and whatnot, yes, it is similar. But that's just like how shooter roguelikes are. Sure. Oh. Completely blanked on that guy over there. Oh, there's 2, actually. That's not good. Oh, hello. I'm back, Jerry. Welcome back. Nice. We love a critical hit or 2. We'll take some plasma, which is our bonus damage, our elemental. What game is this? This is Dead Zone Rogue. Little indie company. You're on a spaceship. It's a bunch of robots that can kill you, and you don't know why you're on a spaceship and why they're trying to kill you. Oh. Oh, that's a lot. Bang. Oh. Can you please? Thank you. Okay, I wasn't reloading for a sec. I was like, I'm not sure if my reload glitched or something. Could have sworn we were reloaded. Yeah, this is a side mission. This one's actually very light. I'm not sure why. 4% spread while hip firing. I like that. Oh, That guy got that shot off. I thought I killed him right before. Wow, you pre-fired. That's kind of rigged. And okay, that was a little dicey. We're still pretty low health, so even though we can tank a hit or something, it's not gonna be great if we start getting slapped around a little bit. Oh, these are all snipers. That's gonna be irritating. That's gonna be irritating. I'm not killing you fast. Holy, that's not gonna be good. Okay, one's down there. I don't know if this guy can see me. He can't. Okay, we should be able to get away with that. Noise. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay, I had to focus up there. That was like one of those things where it's like, that's like the definition of a level where it's like, it should be fine. I'm just gonna greet it, and then you like hold down trigger a little too long, like in Dark Souls, where you're like, I'm gonna get one more attack, and then it just ruins your whole life. 20% damage taken back to the attacker, sure. We do like auto-damaging things. Wow, I'm not having a lot of money here. We're just gonna keep upgrading only our grenade and assault rifle. Bing bong. Hello, Zidaki. All right, my TTK is not ideal right now, but that's fine. All right, we'll grab, oh. Sheep Pete. Hello? Oh, hello. Actually, this one was a plasma. We're gonna keep that just because it might be lower damage, but I have a bonus. That gives me 30% extra plasma, so that would probably be ideal to have. Your EP, unacceptable. Oh, hello. All right. I made katsu curry today, and let me tell you, 2 bowls of katsu curry in the same day is a lot. You ate 2? Oh no. Yeah, I can't imagine. That's a lot. 30% crit chance, hell yeah. Honestly sounds delicious, but definitely a lot. Oh. Mr. Bepic, Senior Bepic even? How are you? You're hosting a LAN today, I believe. Oh, this is gonna be a weird one. It is gonna be a weird one. Can I perfectly hide from those two? I think I can. Okay. Yeah. Cool. How was your stream? Okay. That was gonna get real ugly real fast. Welcome in, Mr. Bepic Peeps. I'm Dino Taco. I am a caster commentator within Rocket League. We're not playing Rocket League right now, but typically I am. I would be normally on CRL on this Sunday, but I have had the past week off. This isn't Rocket League? Yeah, I know. I feel the need to remind people that, because people are like, oh, this is Rocket League. And I'm like, nope. And they're like, what? And it's like, yeah, I mean, believe it or not. Wow, that's really low damage. No. I prefer it if you guys don't actually shoot back. That'd be great. That'd be great. Wow, I'm gonna die. Yeah. I really thought I would have enough damage to be done. That was pretty embarrassing. All right, well, lesson learned. I need to have a higher fire rate weapon for those guys. Rocket League 2, The Egg's Revenge. That would be kind of funny if it cuts to your player and it's just the egg. Like super detailed, like everything else is super detailed. Like for the arms and whatever and the guns, but then it's just an egg.
So, interesting.
All right. That should not have been one that we got owned on, but that's okay. Because that's what try number 2 is for. Actually, just egg people, egg people. Objectively, just Porter. It's Portal 2. All right. First weapon of the day is a blitz. We like it. Now would the arms be coming out of the egg through the cracks, or would they be floating? Rayman. I think they would just be horribly conjoined, like a lazy animator didn't actually want to animate the arms into it. Like they're just like coming out of the egg, but it's not actually like they're cracks. It's just they're just aren't on the egg. Not really like a solid connection point. They'd be like Scadabo's ankle. No recoil and damage fall off. We don't get as much ammo, but it's a fun one to use. I just remember every time I see like an NFL injury guy, it's like someone whose like knee gets damaged a lot. It's like the picture of like this person's knee the moment they get back from IR, and then it's like that image of like the man taking the turkey leg off of like out of a smoker, and then he like hits it, and then all the meat just goes like sloughs off the bone. I'm like, that's what I think about when people have weak knees and just keep re-injuring it. It's like that's just how their life is forever now. Like, that's just how your life is always going to be. You're just going to take one hit, and then your entire knee is going to explode into a million pieces. Oh, hello. Yes, I will take that. Thank you. But first of all, I did not give you permission to shoot me, so rude. I don't think I have a helmet. Give me. My friend used to have ACL surgery, and to have ACL surgery and infected thigh, leg thigh has like 10% of the muscle the other leg does. Brutal. Yeah, honestly, leg surgery is honestly, I'm not that squeamish of a person, but any injury having to do with the legs immediately, disgusting. I have a void damage on my primary and melee. And I have plasma on my secondary. I might as well just go with health. Knees weak, arm spaghetti, yes. Very much so. You're off leg in your private time, keep it balanced out. Yeah, get a elliptical, but only for one leg. That's the way I do it. Well, I gotta use the shake weight for both arms, you know? Right to the dome. Oh, hello. You're all upstairs. I use the other arm to bicep curl, like holding my phone. Eating at IHOP should help. Boo! That was actually a crazy way to make a joke. All right. Killing an enemy with one weapon automatically reloads the other. Hell yeah. We like to see it. We like to see it. Upgrade quality, upgrade level. Can I pet? That bit would have been funnier if I hit the melee button, but I was scared that I wouldn't be able to melee him to death. So I'm like, let's not do that. Also, they explodes. They definitely would have injured me there. Yellow. Down, boy. Only context I have was your words. Oh, right. You can't see. Oh, you can't see the chat? Oh, I don't have the YouTube chat up. My bad. Or the YouTube and Twitch chat. My bad. You guys are missing out on all this interaction. Pet the dog. I could have sworn I had the chat up. One sec. I can add that. We can get that added in for YouTube and Twitch. How much is this game? I think it's 25. I think I got it on sale for like 15 or something. Hold on. Browser. There it is. Yay, there it is. Yay. I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. YouTube, is that good? Is that fine? Are you guys happy with this? Does this please you? That works. And then for Twitch, we're gonna add that as well. Browser source. Add existing. Boop. Yay. Move down a little bit and then shrink. Sure. That works. Hey YouTube, hey Twitch, there it is. I like how that's the doctor on both platforms. 50% damage to nearby enemies, we like it. I did that wrong, that's crazy. Saying hi to yourself, so egotistical. Congregate and grenade! Ultimately, this perk that I have for no damage fall off, it really only is effective with an SMG. Because it's like, that's the whole point of the SMG, is that it's close range damage only, and at long range it sucks. But when you don't really have to worry about range, then it's probably just best to use the highest firing weapon you have. Hearts, Mr. Bepic. Hopefully your stream was good, or the LAN was good. We have void damage. We'll take that. Cat's freaking out over there. He's fine. Bonk. Can I pet? Wait, hold on. Whoa. Oh my god, I didn't even see that guy. Dude, that's what happens when you're introverted. That guy was just standing in the corner. I wouldn't have noticed him. Gotta speak up. Make yourself heard, chat. As a lifelong introvert, chat, you gotta speak up. You guys missed out on this interaction. It's a similar vibe to my girlfriend Israel. She lives in Canada. Yeah. This game's soundtrack got the juice. It is very, like, edgy, futuristic. The music is pretty solid all throughout, I'm not gonna lie. Atmospheric. He's in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh! I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh. I'm still dancing on my own. Noise. Is the music Doom pilled? No, but it's like one step down from Doom. Well, multiple steps down, because Doom is like like that type of stuff, but I'm like, this, it's more like, it's more just like kind of cyberpunky. I don't actually know. Industrial? Does that sound nice? All right, we got to be careful on this one. This is these are technically called janitors or custodians, I think. You need a Danger Taco Matto album? Yes. I don't know what kind of janitor carries that around, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. I actually have no idea how to approach this, because I'm going to get mobbed as soon as I start shooting, so... Well, here we go. Back off. Back off, dude. Luckily, they have a little roar sometimes first. That guy just fell from the ceiling. He was cleaning the air ducts. Oh, I saw him there. I freaked out. Over twitched. I was like, can you... Yeah, if not for these roar, we'd be in a sticky situation, I would have to say. Bought an 8-string guitar? That's not a thing. Except you're talking about those double neck guitars. My answer's just why you can't effectively play it? Oh. Studio audience goes, oh. Alright, there's a sniper over there. Alright, where are they? They seem mostly congregate in the middle. That works. Wow, immediately gets targeted through the wickets and I can't see them. When I started playing band, I started playing saxophone, but didn't even let me try because my hands were too small. Damn, that's crazy. But they didn't just give you growth supplement. That's what my band teacher would do. Swapping weapons grants 15% fire and 20% damage. That's good for the build we have.
Must have cost a fortune. So much space.
Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Nice. I really settled for the trumpet. And look at me now. That's pretty metal for a robot. Nice. 50% magazine capacity. Don't mind if I do. There's all that brass, all that brace. No, the brace. No woodwinds. Woodwinds, you say? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I haven't been following her that closely, but the vibe that it kind of seems like is Meghan Trainor used to be like very body positive, and same with Lizzo, and then they both Ozempic themselves, or at the very least like lost a lot of weight, and now they've kind of like completely left all that messaging from what I could tell, and I'm like, that's kind of weird in my mind. And of course, all those psycho people who are like, fat people don't deserve happiness because you're disgusting and no one loves you. All people in line are like, well, the reason it's because they secretly hated themselves. And I'm like, well, I could believe they probably weren't happy with their physical shape, but like, you can still practice body acceptance in it, even if you're not necessarily that weight anymore or whatever. I don't know. I've been noticing that in some of their music. It's a little sussy. So it turns out these guys kind of tanky. Wow, okay, so these guys are very tanky. We're so close. So close! The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Oh no. Oh my god, I ran into a table chair and I got locked. Sometimes you gotta watch where you're going when you're going backwards, chat. Always check before you back it up. My dance teacher always told me. By dance teacher, I mean a singular woman I met in the club. Hello, same thing. Let's not die in the stupid way we died last night. Priest always told me that. Oh, studio audience goes silent. Single cough in the background. Mine. 40% damage from your first bullet. I take that impulsively. I misread that.
Scrap's got to be good for something.
Keep upgrading her damage. We'll take that. Oh my god, more dogs. Around the corner. All right. Quick little weak spot slap right there. With some level 10 stuff. Did I not have boots this whole time? I didn't. Highly embarrassing. We'll take more damage. Why not? Let's just get cocky, chat. Let's just really get arrogant, all right? We have unlimited ammo for the first 3 seconds after switching, so we gotta make sure it counts. Got a legendary there. Nice. That's an LCD sound system song? Oh my. Noise. Little legendary equipment there. All right, a couple more levels. 30% damage to above 2 meters. Enemies spread elemental debuffs over 8 meters on death. I like it. Let's get innocuous. Horrible aim off the rip. All right. That one was a bit easier. Yeah, this mission is like a side mission where it just gives you the same enemy in every room. It's a uniform difficulty. We just gotta hope we don't get something crazy. That is a flying enemy. That is a flying enemy. Yes, they are. Oh my gosh. All right. Wait, there's a third? There is a third. There was a third. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Is it just you, bud? All right, well, let's do something funny then. Oh, that's a shame. The first one knocked him. Honestly, this isn't a level with multiple teleporters. I kind of wonder if they're gonna bring in more guys here. Yep, there it is. There it is. Well, those guys killed us last time, so maybe let's not let that happen this time. Ah. Ah. I walked right into that one. Oh, that's excellent. I love massive enemies that can one-shot me. Let's not. Okay, let's... Yes, yes, get staggered, yes, love it, love it. Let's go. Okay. Now you drop all this bonus stuff, but I can't even use it because it's over. I was singing that in my run today. Hell yeah. Maximum health, sure. We take those. Teleporter. I also, wait, hold on, gaming chair?
Teleport with me. Actually, I don't want to think about it.
Gravitational system partial failure. Quadrant gravity instability report. I'm assuming this is what most devs look at. This is just the screen. It's just a slowly scrolling screen of all the errors in the system. Gaming? Yeah, we are gaming. All right. Well, I just assume it's that, except instead of a scrolling thing, it's just Jira tickets that get submitted. I got Sunday scares. No! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to give you Sunday scares. I'm sorry. Big sad. I don't ever like to make people have remind that jobs exist. Make having job remind exist is the worst thing someone could do to someone else. Oh. Ding. Make job remind should be banned by Geneva. I agree. It is a little rude.
Need to keep focus on what matters. Getting off this ship.
Still not the level where I can just stab my way to the top, chap. Gotta stab my way to the top, chat. My CEO said that's how he grew. He got up a little bit higher. There's a guy above him on the promotion list, and what did he do? American Psycho'd that guy. Bonk. Where the heck did you come from? Hold on. Shh. Careful. 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 Ah! Got him. All right, that was a close one. I had to stealth that one out. Nice. Mila Kunis in American Psycho 2 is underrated. Yeah, except isn't American Psycho 2 was like something that they tried to make it actual American Psycho 2 and then they failed and then they just ended up making it like a new thing that like barely connects in with the original. Am I remembering that correctly? I remember seeing like a video essay, I feel like, about it and it was like not complimentary of it. I think it was like meant to be a sequel, but then they didn't get the rights to it, so they decided just to use the name, and then they just kind of went a different direction to keep it like vaguely unique and therefore not ripping off source material, and then everyone's just like, okay. Also, it kind of confirms that Patrick Bateman is a serial killer in that, and I'm like, isn't the whole point of like American Psycho is that you don't know? Like, it's kind of left up to your interpretation of, like, whether you've been experienced this guy's, like, inner psyche versus, like, is he ever going to act on that stuff? Or is he just, like, you know, a regular dude with, like, violent tendencies and dark thoughts? Like, how reliable of a narrator is he? We love Long Range, my favorite. She watched him unalive her babysitter and became obsessed or something, and then she stabby McStaverson her way through college. I mean, you know, we all have done that from time to time. You're breaking the #1 rule of American Psycho Club. Just the two of us. We can make it if you try. Okay. Damage is good. The wrong book? I don't think it is. I think they're the exact same. 10% damage, elemental damage for 10 seconds when killing an enemy affected by an elemental debuff. That's a not bad one. Self bonk. Grab the boots. Oh, yellow. Oh. Yeah, you're just gonna take the axe. Axe to the face. Alright, so now we go to... Always take more shields. It's gonna be a long run. Need to bundle up, chat, you know? Whoop. Oh, wow, that only hit one. Let's not get hit by this. I would love that. Nice. Fortunately, we can't. Wow, you were hiding back there. Wow, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. How are you not dead? Buddy, I slapped you in the face with a grenade. You should be dead. Oh my god, you're not dead either. I can't melee you yet. Oh. I am... Okay. Okay, there we go. Starting to get a little bit more. Let's just... Okay. Now we can just... Boop. Oh, man, that grenade is so weak. Oh, it was a level 1. That explains a lot. Okay, I thought I had a little bit more juice in there. I was like, why is the grenade landing right at your feet? And you're just taking, like, partial damage to it? Ideally, you should be dead. I have void damage weapons, so we're gonna add some void. Some void. 0.2% damage for each percent of current health. So therefore, at 100, it gives me 20%. That's not bad. I'll take that. Also, no matter what, I'm getting at least some damage increase. We like that. You know, we can stick with the marksman rifle for now. It's gonna get real sticky as this continues, though. Are you outside the shield? Yes, you are. Hell yeah. We like it when they're outside the shield, chat. I'm back, Mr. Shield. Hello? That mother ucker teleported behind me. There are drops, droops. 35% damage to ranged enemies. We like it. Finally, for once. Francesco, I was playing this yesterday. Well, so you guys act like a lot of channels do variety, when in reality that's just not how it is. Alright, we bonk him, grab this, and then... Oh. Man's chasing me? Cringe. Now 40% more than 80% annually. Wait a minute. I don't know if that's exactly what you wanted to communicate. Alright. Gotta make sure you headshot those guys a little bit earlier than you think. How was your day? Day was pretty sweet. That allows us to upgrade faster. We like that. Oh no. Right, this room. Wow, not a lot of unshielded enemies here. That's not super fun. Anyway. Whoop. That guy moved. Not fun. Can I... Ooh. Nope, grab the frickin' light. Oh my god. Oh. I have to remember to shoot this frickin'... Yeah. Can I... Okay. Now I gotta do with you. This room is just kind of like laborious. I understand what they're going for to like make this more challenging, but like it's just very like... Alright, I guess I'll have to wait to get over here. Do I change over to the arc blade? What's my augment again? Yeah. Okay. The way to play this build is you get an SMG or very fast firing weapon that is meant for only short range, and then you get the infinite range power up, and then you just go ham. So that's what we're gonna do, chat. This room is very Hades pilled, a little bit. Okay, that one is the auto refill. Oh wait, I got a void thing, and now my thing isn't void damage. I wasted it. Anyway. Hopefully we can find a void version of this weapon. Nope. Any Hades 2 in my life? Isn't Hades 2 already out? Good damage though. On this SMG, we'll take it. After Silk Song? Okay, I see your dilemma now. Your backlog is big. Oh, it's gonna keep growing if you just don't finish your games. You gotta lock in. 2% damage for every bullet missing from a magazine. That is good until we get something that gives us basically unlimited ammo, but we'll take it for now. Oh, we can re-roll now. Void? Void? Damn it. Well. $130 wins to get in on a Monster Train 2. Monster Train. Teabag, 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 teabag. Is that Tri-House? I think it might be. Can't you believe you didn't pull the trigger on Kevin? I mean, it's just a picture. I would never shoot Kevin. I think technically I do have to kill Kevin at one point. In the game, of course, is what I'm talking about. All right, is there a big spider in here, chat? Is there a big spider? There's no big spider. May I take you here? Shoot. Ah, I wasted that grenade. Love that. Wait, oh, I saw the void damage through the wall, and I was like, wait, who's that? Back in the day. Hey, Chef. Yeah, I was never good at the shooty games. I took way too much time off of playing shooty games. Now my aim is, like, horribly terrible. On an FPS, this is new. Yeah, it is actually kind of Crab Champions coded. Exact same genre game. There's the spider. There's the spider. Holy. Infinite range triple burst is actually kind of insane on the power-up tree. The fact that I'm one-bursting people from like 70 feet away. What's the objective of this game? It's like a wave-based thing. It's a roguelike which randomizes your dungeon every time, but basically you're trying to get through a ship. You're on a ship with no memory of why you're on the ship, and all these robots and like later on like mutants are trying to kill you and you're trying to figure out why, and as you go through you kind of learn more. These are dungeons. Yeah, more or less. Man, it's starting to give me void stuff, but I don't have enough, like, I guess for my pistol I do. That would be kind of worth it. We're gonna take slightly more shields though for right now. You look so young in this clip. What clip? A Warzone clip? Did you just dig one up? 30% damage, 15% after 4 seconds after exiting stealth. That only helps in the beginning of a level. Well, that actually could still kind of be helpful. We're gonna need to actually take that. I'm not gonna upgrade my melee because I just don't really anticipate having to use it, at least to damage much. Everything else is leveled up, so I guess we'll take a little bit. But yeah, the only thing we're gonna be meleeing is the occasional like creepy crawly or these auto spawner things, these things. Okay, this is the worst possible situation where you have a kamikaze thing and an auto healer and these big spider flamethrower things. So we're gonna need to like ixnay that nonsense right now. That's crazy that grenade didn't work on you. Oh, okay. That was clutch aim right there. This pistol, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of slapping people around right now. The baby face of doom. Maybe. That was when you say I don't mount very often. I forgot about that. I try to forget not mounting. Item mount. 20% movement speed for each nearby enemy. Oh, that's zoomy. That's zoomy as hell. We love zoomy. Alright, there's a healer. There's a spawn thing. There's another kamikaze in there. I don't think there's a big spider in this one. Oh, there is. He's over there. Oh, and there's another. Okay, that's the same healer. All right, this spider's priority number 1. Actually, this healer is. So let's just be reckless. Let's shoot that. Okay. We activated a kamikaze. I think it should be dead by now. Oh, hello. Maybe not. Oh, almost walked right into that bullet. Hell yeah. Oh. Alright, those things are going to kill me really fast if I'm not careful. There's an auto spawner across the field that is going to be spawning spiders constantly, so I got to be aware of that. Just throw that grenade right there. Oh, hello. That's kind of insane. Give me a grenade, give me a grenade. Oh, I completely forgot I didn't kill you. Well, that's an embarrassing way to lose shields. Alright, well, we're just going to farm killing these spiders for a bit until we get our grenade. There it is, bang! Ah. Game name? Hey, Adam, this is Dead Zone Rogue. What's the purple stuff? On the ground? My mom texted me a couple days ago and a few months before that. Same before that. What should I say? Depends on what she's saying. 30% proc damage. Enemy spread and element. This one's really helpful. This one I don't anticipate using because my augment gives me pretty much every hit I think is a weakest point, so I don't really need that. I'm gonna take this just because it helps to. No, we'll proc better. Oh, this part of the map is always very fun.
Oh no, better not fall off. So scary.
Yes, main character. I agree. Oh, yellow. After the explosion of an enemy, it's purple. Okay, so the element I have is called void damage, which is essentially like every element does slightly something different. Most stuff is pretty obvious, like fire damage burns enemies and damages them over time. Freeze damage slows an enemy or just like completely immobilizes them for a little bit, which is super helpful when you're getting mobbed in a game like this. There's plasma, which is like it kind of explodes off your character and sends like beams that hit other characters. Electricity arcs between them, or there's just like a lightning bolt that'll hit a character if you proc it. Void is kind of like a weird one. It's like some like kind of like otherworldly tentacles from another dimension and whatnot, stuff like that. You know, hentai. Wait, what? Oh boy. All I know is there's tentacles, and where there's tentacles, there's pornography involving tentacles. Oh, don't kill me. I prefer you not kill me. Thank you. Your camp in the starting area? Well, I mean, you kind of... It helps you see the... Oh! It helps you see the whole field. Which is kind of the hard part. Because the thing is, if you leave this area, they start spawning here. So it makes it... Like, sometimes if you're in the middle and you're just like, I'll be aware, then you're, like, having to basically do this. Whereas if you're all the way at the end, you can at least see, like, all the places characters teleport around you, and you don't have to, like, pivot around constantly. It's also a lot easier to just go shoot, shoot, shoot versus like shoot, 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 like turn around like crazy. Are you playing controller or KBM? I'm playing Wii Nunchuck still. Same as Rocket League. Actually, we'll take a void damage because that'll work with our multiplier. Do we have anything else we need? I get weak point damage from that. I'm not gonna switch that out. Yeah, we're good. 15% shields, and shields reflect 200% of the incoming damage back to the attacker. We like that. We're gonna miss out on our void damage right now, but we'll get it later. Back. Whoa.
Who said that? What? Am I losing my goddamn mind?
Goddamn mind.
Hello?
You guys ever hear voices? Wait, that happened to me in college. We were talking to, not hearing voices, but I was talking to a girl in a session of like, I was TAing her. So like she came in and she was like, oh, can I help with this, blah, 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 blah. And I was talking to her about something, and then she was talking about like, yeah, I was hearing stuff. So I was like really distracted while doing this worksheet. So it's easier to do it with you. So I know like how to do these problem sets in stats. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I'm like, well, what do you mean you were hearing stuff? And she's like, oh, well, like, you know, when you hear voices. And I'm like, oh yeah, because you're like in a dorm. She's like, no, like you hear voices, but you know no one's around. And I was like, explain. And I'm like, as in music is playing or like the phone? She's like, no, like you, like in your head, you hear people talk to you. I'm just like, I don't know if that's necessarily something you should, I feel like that should probably be something you look into. Just my thought, but like, I wouldn't say that's probably something I can relate to. I don't think most people can relate to that. And she was just like very matter of fact, like, you know, because everyone has that happen to them. And I'm like, I can't really say that's a universal type scenario that I can say is relatable. Get out of the shield, you lazy bastard. Where is the shield? Oh, there it is. Man, this pistol is pistol whipping the crap out of these guys. I have better. Cool. We're on our way. Oh, new boots. Is it to have heard and lost better than not have not heard at all? I don't know about that. 25% damage to enemies with a different elemental debuff. That's excellent. Hello, Mr. Spider. Are you the only spider? You look like it. Oh, hello. All right, that guy's gonna have to go first. Hello? Oh. Cool. Oh, there's a lot of people over there. What the heck? No! Bad auto spawner. You sit and think about what you did. 2,000 armor. That reduces your damage incoming, basically.
Garbage dump. Fun.
It's like a... You were supposed to be dead. Oh god, they're dropping from the ceiling! Oh. Wow, the dramatic pause between those spawns is kind of crazy. You think you can flank me? Oh my god, it's Stinky Pete. He's trying to bushwhack us. If anyone knows what that's from, you have my eternal respect. Oh, hello. Don't you hate it when that giant, very clearly visible enemy sneaks up on you? We do love freeze because of that. Oh, hello. Look, I did a bad job. It really did. Warm. Void go ham. Void is pretty good. Freeze, I have to think in the early stages, Void freeze is the best just because it does damage, but also more importantly, it freezes whatever you hit and gives you like a reprieve from everything. We'll take that. And the reason that's so important is obviously because like right now I'm doing a lot of damage, but at times what makes this game really difficult is like even when you're doing a lot of damage really quickly in this game, there's moments where like you'll get into a randomly generated room and there's like nowhere to hide, and you basically have to like once you start attacking like kill 5 different enemies within like 3 seconds. So it's like if you don't have like a good way of dealing with them like very quickly, it can get really bad. So freeze is always good to have like somewhere in your build, because that way if you are in that situation you can just target the fastest, most annoying enemy and just go like and then they get frozen or they slow down to like 20% speed and then you can pivot to someone else. But if you don't have that, it gets really sticky. There's been plenty of times I'm on like a god run on like there's like impossible difficulty that gets unlocked over time. I was on like a god run of that trying to 100% this game, and it just like did not like I literally could not deal with some of these enemies no matter how much damage I was doing. 50% void damage, killing of a corrupted target activates Dark Strike, dealing 150 void damage to the nearest enemy. Ooh. Or 25% chance to tendrils. Oh, this is the tentacles I was talking about. And singularity. I like this one. Do you choose the difficulty? Yeah, you start with hardest as the highest, and then you unlock expert, and then I think it's impossible. Impossible is like, what I like about the difficulties is that they add new enemies in and also change the layouts to be a bit more like challenging. But I think most importantly, it actually feels like doable. It's very hard, but it never feels like legitimately impossible, which is something that I feel like a lot of games suck at. Because a lot of games put it on impossible, and then it's like your damage is like reduced to 2% of what it normally is, and the enemy health is 500,000, and you're just shooting them even with like all these buffs, you're not doing anything. That's the point where it's like, this doesn't feel fun because it's actively like, it's not a challenge so much as just like, we're gonna waste your time and force you to play flawlessly, which is not really fun. Oh, that's a funky looking spider. Let's assume that giant red part is its weak spot. All right, ready, go. And that's why we like freeze, free damage. Freeze again. Wow, that's good damage. All right. Now they should spawn on the sides. Yes, they do. We have infinite range, and this is why it's so fun. You get a pistol like this, and you just whip people from afar. Oh, that was the dark hand right there, chat. And also, if you complete the higher difficulty runs, then you get more rewards out of the... Hello? Oh. His head was floating, chat. I'll keep freeze for now. I do want to void, and that was a plasma. Yeah, that was a plasma damage weapon, so we don't really need that. We're keeping the void as much as possible just because our pistol is kind of hard carrying some of this stuff, so we want to keep that going. What are my shields at? We're at 96. Kills restore 2 shields. That could be kind of useful. I'm gonna go with more damage because I'm just cocky. All right, 1.5 seconds of no ammo consumption after killing an enemy. Very, very, very good power up right there. It does kind of nuke another one we have, which is Alien Hand. It's every bullet you use, it increases your damage multiplier. So unfortunately, that is kind of nullified by the upgrade we just did, but the way to cheat that, actually, I've learned, is if you're good enough accuracy, you can just shoot all your bullets out of your mag in advance. And then when you're down to like 2 or 3, you kill one enemy, and then you get the 1.5 second of free damage of where you use no ammo, and then you can like get the bonus while shooting with like a lot of bullets out of your mags. We're gonna try that for the first thing and see how fast we can pivot targets. Because you get 1.5 seconds, so it's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then that's it. So it's like, that seems like enough time to pivot from enemy to enemy. Where are you? That's fine. Okay, upgrade, 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 and then, oh, we have a lot of money. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Do you think Cam Ward is a bust? No, I think he's on the Titans. That would make anyone look like a bust, in my opinion. Oh wait, this doesn't work because it's gonna automatically refill. Oh well.
Okay. These look like they used to be medical beds, but they've been repurposed.
Okay. Oh, these things are weird. They're eyes that can, they hypnotize you, so you can't look away from them if they're in their vision. So if you like are running around the map escaping people, suddenly your camera will be locked into them. They can ruin a run. Okay, let's try out our strategy right here. These are pretty low health enemies, so we should be able to do stuff like this. Oh man, I reloaded. All right, well, we lost our damage buff. That's fine. We should have enough. We got to kill that guy from afar. Nice. Look at that goop, chat. All right, good night, doctor. Enjoy your sleep/silk song. Different pistol. I don't want it. I don't want it. 20% fire rate. Don't mind if I do.
They unfreeze the colonists and bring them here. Why?
Okay. Is there another eye enemy over here? Probably here. Yes, there. Okay, that's fine. Uh, 44 in the mag. That's fine. It's more than enough. Oh, that's so funny. The dark hand power up killed that guy from all the way across the map. That's really funny. Melee attacks, stagger enemies. We like faster movement. We're gonna be zooming.
Oh, Christ. They're taking out the colonists' brains.
Lore.
What the hell are they doing with them?
There's a big enemy right there, but let's take out the healer. I don't even think I did. Oh, I did. Can you... Oh. I did not. Where are you? There you are. Good. What are you doing? Okay. Wow! Our damage multiplier is getting crazy. We love to see it, chat. That's 20% from 17%. Ew, they're cutting out his brain. Ooh. Ooh. It's pulsing, chat. Wow, this is pulsing so hard it's clipping through the thing. Well, the artist should have checked that. All right, here's some void stuff. Corruption lasts for additional. Each enemy affected increases your grenade damage by 10. That's kind of arbitrary. We like some void and tendrils. I think tendrils spreads the damage, like chains it. primary proc or secondary weapons enemy at 20%, weapon at 20%. If you like that. Yeah, let's not replace that. All right, that should be good. Going into level 24. Yes, I know. Yes, I get it. You're there. I kind of want to investigate the rest of the level, so you're gonna have to stop staring at me. Oh my god, stop staring at me. Well, I got... Oh! Walked right into that one. Oh. Those little spiders will get you. They're so hard to see through all the traffic. Oh, actually, no. We got a good thing going with our little arc blade SMG. 20% grenade damage, 35% damage to full health enemies, and 20% critical chance. That could be helpful, but let's grab some grenades. Grenades are handy dandy.
Interesting.
Actually, you know what? No, let's investigate a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, there's a healer over there. There's 2 spiders. But the spiders are over there. Or this one over here, I think. That's such an awkward thing. Maybe I can get away with killing this guy without aggroing anyone else? Just kidding. Wow, I'm damaging through the healing. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Ooh. We're good. We're good, chat. Don't worry about it. 10% critical hit damage plus 7 shields. No, we're good. We're good. I don't think we... Honestly, I don't think we really need to upgrade anything. Or grab anything else. I think it's more than enough. 50% scrap, 20% scrap dropped. I like remote gather. No more Rocket League? Nah, for right now.
Huh. Prefab doctor's offices. Maybe meant to be dropped on Mars.
Healer over there. Okay. I think I got it. That to not kill you. Okay. That's a lot of chasing enemies. Oh, that healer I did not get. Woo! Dude, these guys are... I'm playing tag with these guys. You guys need to F off. Holy crap. Oh my god. Let's not die. That's kind of embarrassing. These enemies are not worth dying to. And this is why we like having the 20% run speed with every enemy around you, because occasionally you will need to run. And that's why you want to get the healer out first, because they switch very quickly, and as you can tell, these guys took a little bit longer to kill. So if you don't take out those little bots, they heal very quickly. Wow, okay, almost through our whole run there. Umbral Sight. Ooh, actually, do we take more void damage? Yeah, sure. That's plus 30 damage to anyone affected with over 10 meters. I like that. Actually, do I have the thing that gives primary weapons proc or secondary? Secondary weapon proc or... Okay, yeah, we do have that. Just want to check. Oh, we can get a legendary. Ammo refund. Hits have a 2.9% chance to refund 10% of your magazine. That's good. I'll take that. I'll take that. Give me some more of that. All right, we are all level 10s. Should be all good. Let's just not throw. Let's investigate. Okay, there's a big guy, axe guy over there. Yes, I know you're over there. Let me look away. I know you're over there. I know. Keeps trying to grab your attention. Like, yes, have you seen? I kind of want to be cocky and clear this room, but I think I'm going to save this room for last, just because it's going to take a while. All those enemies over there. Let's try to do this grenade and kill you and kill you. And let's run away. Oh, there's a second one over there. That's scary. Okay. Well managed. And... that guy's firing something. Alrighty, we dealt with it. Look.
Maybe this log has some answers.
Hello, of Blur. Is this better? 20% weak point damage, 20.2, 22 max health. I think we got a better one. Alright, 2 more levels. 30% damage to enemies beyond 10 meters, or enemies spell out elemental debuffs. I like that. That means anyone within 8 meters of the guy I just killed gets affected by the same thing that he was getting affected with. Alright, well... God, this guy's so tanky, holy. There's a sniper over there. I'm gonna wait till it fires. There we go. That's so tanky, dude. All right. Already have that. No more upgrades. So we will go into weapons don't consume ammo for 3 seconds after swapping. Exactly what we like to see, chat. Oh, this is the sewers. Oh no. Right, there's a spider, there's another spider, there's a healer, and that's it. Okay, let's take out the healer first. Oh, I heard a lot of beeping. That was scary. Nope. I'm hearing another enemy. Oh. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Spider. Let's not do that, all right? I do not want to play tag. Is there another spawner right there? There's a lot of spiders. Where are you coming from? And we love some freeze. Oh, you're still chasing me? Get out. Woo! That was a close one. Oh, they're spawning, that's why. Yeah, those red things are teleporters, so you gotta monitor those. Where are you? Ooh, okay, that was more enemies than I thought. All right, legendary boots. What you looking at? I have a 10% proc chance. That actually is way more. Okay, cool. Legendary armor living up to its name. Always hate it when you get a horrible drop like that. 25% damage to nearby enemies. 20% damage. 235. This will probably be more useful. Oh, this is the boss. Oh, Sergeant Blaze. So yeah, we mentioned earlier the CEO looks like Kevin, aka Tryhouse. This is technically a clone of Kevin, I believe. When's the Rocket League? Not tonight. This is what we're playing tonight.
Holy hell. The dude actually cloned himself. Hey, asshole. You hear me?
Ooh. Alright, we're doing good damage. This shouldn't take super long then. Throw a grenade. Wow, that void damage. Look at that bonus damage. Holy, oh my god. I thought it was falling off for a second. I think an enemy just spawned on top of the thing. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. Yeah, that damage proc is going absolutely ham right now. Oh my god, look at that health bar. Holy. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Really? Are you one shot right now? Boop. All right, let's go. Get pooped on. Let's go. That's Kevin right there, chat. All right, that was a good build we had. We had a lot of things going our way. All of these are not good. I don't want these. Enemies okay, that works. All right, we got to time this. There you go. And here's some more lore, chat.
The place is Talon 13-4. Looks just like my ship.
Boop.
What the? Is this hatch?
Oh my god!
Oh, shit. I'm a clone? I'm a goddamn clone?
I'm a goddamn clone.
So they clone our brains, upload our memories, and it's like a, I don't know.
And that explains why we die and come back, chat. Look at that lore. Look at that lore.
Another teleporter.
We love lore. Alrighty. Well, we got a new element in kinetic or psionic damage, which is basically like if you hit an enemy, it like throws them backwards or like lifts them up and then slams them down or something. The only lore I need is you texting my mom back. She'll get a text eventually. Allows a reroll of super item or selection. Okay, that means you get another chance if you don't like what you get when you get to the end of a level. Increases the maximum tech upgrade from 8 to 10. Okay, we'll take that. And then we get extra tech. All right. Ooh. Kind of aqua-y. Oh, hell yeah.
Ship's keeping its upgrades. So.
Acknowledged. And now we can upgrade our stuff a little bit more. I want to make sure I'm getting the upgrade for somewhere. Amount of tech dropped by enemies is very helpful. Upgrade sprint speed. Make sure our melee gets up so I can one stab people in the beginning. It speeds up runs a lot. And then I think we can just upgrade all of this. So we can just... Oh. Excellent. That was good. Where are we at right now? Okay, we have a decent amount of like high level ones. This ammo surplus one is really helpful to get. That's the one where arguably it's like the best superior item you can get in the game. Once you upgrade it all the way, I think it's like 3 seconds after every kill you have unlimited ammo, which is like an insanely long time in a game this fast paced. So, what is this reward? Equipped Fate. Oh, that was a reroll of a weapon orb selection. Oh, that's not bad. All right. Well, we're gonna go with this just to unlock this. We'll do like I think 2 of these side missions, and then I'm gonna head off for the night because we've been streaming for a while. It's like 3.5 hours. 3.5, chat. Sometimes you need to head off. Sometimes you just need to go to bed. All right, this one is bugged. I think every enemy is an insect. Like that. Hwah! Okay, we can one-shot these bugs at least. Okay, got a Snapdragon, quick little SMG. lot of corners in this level. Long range. I don't know if we really need short range. This is probably going to be a very close range thing, but I say that. We'll go with long range anyway. No damage fall off is helpful at anything. Oh. Noise. Okay, we can grab a little bit more money. But for the most part, this should be a pretty quick one. 20% damage chance when applying an elemental debuff. I'll just take crit chance. It's always helpful.
Maybe this time I'll find someone alive. Anyone.
Alright, for right now, we'll take the... Well... Eventually we'll get a primary weapon, so I guess we'll take that for now. We can buy one. But I don't really want to spend money on that right now, so we'll just... We'll get it later. We're rocking with this little SMG for now. Oh, missed my stab. There you go. Are you hanging in the closet? Yes, you are. Okay. Now, give me something nice. I think my pistol's lightning, so that doesn't help me. Yeah, I keep missing my stabs. Where are you? Oh, I missed. I missed. This is probably... Oh. 50% damage to elite enemies. That's a crazy OP one that will help out. As I'm sure we're going to get some like freaking spiders later. Some of those flamethrower spiders. Oh, you went around. I didn't expect you to go around. Please don't blow up. Thank you. Hello? What? Did you just frickin' parry my grenade or something? What the hell was that? I get it was a level 1 grenade, but you should be dead. It's kind of insane how I'm missing these stabs. Okay. Disaster avoided. Also, this is called bugged because it's all bug enemies. I don't think the kamikaze orbs flying should count. That's kind of BS. I'm not gonna lie. 20% chance for missed shots consume no ammo. 80% of damage resistance to your next hit taken. 30-second cooldown. You know what? Sure, why not? We don't get hit too much probably. Still no primary weapon I actually like, so we're just gonna keep spending it only on our secondary. Can we stab? Throwing? Literally started off this level with immediately showing that yes, I actually do get hit. More than I anticipated. Oh my god. Oh, that's a dead end. That was kind of spooky. Luckily my little bot bailed me out there. Oof, wow, almost through. Alright, one more, I think. Okay, getting a little cocky. Let's not have that happen again. Picking up scrap replenishes ammo. 20-30% proc chance spirit nearby. That would actually very much help. Should be fine. We just freaking oh. Okay, we'll wrap around. Quick reload. You are here. Where are you? Oh. That's not good. That's not good. Don't blow up. Oh, thank you. Oh my god. Those ones can like insta-kill you at lower levels. Dude! That was a cheap shot. They're always above. Which Borderlands is this? I think it's 6. None of these perks are helpful. Also, I still need a primary weapon. Why is no one dropping one? Dude, holy. My aim is atrocious right now. Yeah, let's not die. Okay. I think my lightning doesn't actually have arcing on it. Typically when you have an element, there's multiple different versions of it. I think mine just does extra damage to the one target. It like strikes them with a lightning bolt randomly, but it's like, doesn't really help me when I need to take out multiple of those freaking flying ones. 50% damage at full health. I am not gonna be at full health right now, so that doesn't really help me. I guess we'll take that, because eventually we'll be full health. I don't even think this is gonna get me there. Primary weapon. Alright. Might just... Oh my god, we don't even get a... That's so funny. We're not even getting a primary in the upgrade thing. I can't even buy one yet. I guess we'll just buy this. And hopefully we'll get some health packs in the next one. Yeah, these enemies are kind of the hard part. That we are not doing enough damage to them to make it, like, quick. There's a perk somewhere in the game that is like you do more damage to flying enemies, but I don't know where that is. Or rather, I don't know if we're gonna get that. Okay, this little decoy drone is actually helping out a lot. Almost dodged right into that void. Oh, there's one more. Oh, primary weapon, let's go. It's a Vanguard or a shotgun. Well, we kind of need range. Kind of need range, just in case. Health orbs are auto-collected on drop. That would be very helpful for when we have a perk that literally gives me more damage, like significantly more damage at full health. Yeah, let's not die to that. That'd be great. Was hitting the bonsai tree in there. Maybe that perk, 60% damage beyond 10 meters, hell yeah. Maybe that perk was not wise to take. I don't know if we're religion. Oh my god. Okay, there's only one of those guys. Can we wait to see if the spiders all congregate? Well, actually, that works. Okay, there's a 5 for 1. Now we just gotta wait for the man spider. If we can freeze him, that'd be sick. I think we're just getting the version that slowly immobilizes them rather than actually freezes them. Which is, I mean, still helpful, but makes things a little longer. My little freaking machine is stopping him. There you go. Alright. Weapons don't consume ammo for 3 seconds. Excellent. That'll give us way longer burst on this SMG. Trigger proc grants 80% to your next proc. That's also good if we're procking a lot. Oh, are we full health? Hell yeah, we get 50% extra damage now. Okay, well, now we just have to find a way to keep that. We'll wait for it to get away, because we have a bonus for 30 meters away. Alright, switch. Switch. And... wow, a lot easier when you have a 50% damage buff. Who would have known? Alright, they're down this hallway, I'm guessing. Where the heck are you? Oh. Yeah, you do not need a marksman rifle for this. Alright, we're gonna close this out. I like movement speed, definitely helpful when every enemy is very fast. Let's get rid of that healer as soon as possible. We're gonna switch. Oh, that proc is crazy right now. Alright, some guys are chasing us. Nope. You thought, Satan. You thought! They thought they could sneak up on me. Eyes in the back of my cabeza. Alright. 5 more levels. While full health, overhealing grants a damage bonus of 8 seconds. Sure. 0.5% for each missing thing of health. I don't plan on ever getting hurt again, though, so... I don't plan for failure, chat. Oh, that's so rigged. When you get a bonus that gives you 50% more health, it doesn't give you that health when you gain it. It just increases your bar and keeps where your health was at. Well, that's kind of rigged. I hear heavy steps. Is that a spider? That is a spider. All right, well, then let's kill you first, and then get that kamikaze, and then hopefully kill you before you target me. Cool. Trying to count in my head how much 3 seconds is. Not good at that. Have you guys seen that like video that the NFL social media puts out on some teams where they like hand someone an iPhone and they're on the stopwatch feature and they're trying to stop the clock at like exactly 11 seconds or something? And like some of the receivers are like really good at it and they get within like a second where they like start and then they have to like count in their head like how fast that would be. And then one of the receivers let it run for like literally like, I think they're trying to stop it at like 12 seconds and they stopped it at like 19 seconds. And I'm like, holy crap, your thought, like the way you process time is horrible. Like what is going on there, buddy? Secondary weapon, proc for primary, always good. That's a legendary upgrade. We like that. Costs a lot of money though. What's our bonus? 6.6 chance to refund ammo. Okay, that works. All right. Oh, that healer almost bailed him out there. Oh, I just realized that's a kamikaze, and that's also the flamethrower drone that I really need to make sure is dead. That freeze coming in handy again. Nice. All right. I almost goofed that really hard. Got Cocoa Pebbles. Man, I need Cocoa Pebbles. We're gonna grab this. Still need to heal, dude. That's so BM. I don't think a single... Oh, that's a hard one. Actually, yeah, let's investigate. Let's not throw. All right, we need to get rid of this guy. We can just throw a grenade or something. All right, there's a big spider. Let's get rid of that, actually. Oh. Well, thought my damage was a little higher. And the healer went to him. I'm a bot, dude. I thought I was able to kill him way faster. All right, I gotta find this healer really quick. Where is he? 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 There you are, dick. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, he's attacking my bots. That gives me at least a little time to take out these other guys. Oh, we're screwing around a little too much there. You shot Fortnite? You would think so. I really do know you guys a Fortnite stream. 35% damage to flying enemies. Exactly what I wanted. Holy crap. That saves us so much more time. That is so much faster. Cool. Okay, 2 more levels. We're gonna get another buddy with us. Oh, I hate this room. How many Oh no! Well, this could be bad. We're gonna have to use our damage bonus as much as possible. If we get hit, we immediately lose 50% damage, which is not gonna be bueno. Gonna have to hit this one first, and then that guy. I don't really know the positioning I need for that. Probably here. Let's do that. Okay, cool. And I need to stop getting hit. I need to stop getting hit. I need to stop getting hit. Okay, there we go. I need to get out of here though. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. That is helpful. Leave me alone. 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 Dude, leave me alone. I don't know why they're in a corner, but okay. I'm out of boost. Okay, cool. You're almost dead. You are dead. Okay, cool. All right. Love it. Huge fan. I like that. 20% damage to elite enemies. That's exactly what I'm looking for. All right, this one is the final sector. Where's the big enemy? Normally there's a big enemy in the last one. Maybe they spawn in later. All right, well, in that case, let's start fast. We have 3 buddies? I didn't realize that. Okay, gotta make sure I'm paying attention to both sides and not standing still. Almost died. Oh, hello. Whoa! I did not realize those guys snuck up. Alright, those void spiders are going to insta-kill us if we're not careful. I don't think there's anything behind us. There's not. Okay. A little too quiet. Oh. That's really funny. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I'm kind of scared to move up. I don't want to get, like, bushwhacked. Alright, chat, we did it. We done did it. Didn't throw. Good to see. I said I was going to do another mission, but I'm getting kind of hungry, so I think I'm going to call it there. Grab the bayonet upgrade, and then we'll exit the mission.
These teleporters are uncomfortable.
That gets us a weapon reroll, I think. Yes. And then I think it says guaranteed epic quality item in the first item board, which is nice. So will help us in future runs. Anyway, peace out, you guys. More Rocket League to come. More of this game when I feel like playing it. But either way, peace out. Much love, and we'll see you tomorrow.